Warning: this show contains content and language some may find offensive. It is intended for mature audiences only. If you are easily offended, do not like to hear explicit language, or just have a whack and horrible sense of humor, you should probably stop watching right now. If you are still here, it means you are awesome and want to have a good time with us. If that's the case, we salute you. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, where is it? Why haven't they found it?
Veruca, sweetheart, I'm not a magician. Give me time.
I want it now. What's the matter with those twats down there?
Yeah, what is good? It's the motherfucking Justy and Frank show. It's time for the podcast. Oh yeah. We are about to have laughs and laughs. He's got gas.
Did we mention laugh?
Collect Pokemon
What's good,
cards?
y'all?
Nah.
You collect Pokemon?
I got no. What happened is I
got
find
some.
a lot of them on cleanouts.
I'm not
And
really.
one of my guys knows Pokemons well and confirmed that this ain't worth shit. And my card that I was using was all full of weed shit. So I just switched it out with this.
Oh.
I try to
What do
just
you
have.
got?
I just try to have something to like be able to do with my kids and whatnot. We never really played them, but I have probably like 1,500 of them.
Yeah, I got a bunch of them.
From what, from what collection? What series?
Multiple. I got some of the holograms, something like that. I don't think I have anything too crazy. Like I have like a higher up. I can't remember the name for it. Pikachu. But like the hologram card, like the
I
higher
got a few
shit.
of that shit too.
A couple of those Charizard, maybe not Charizard, but
Yeah.
My son, he got a Charizard.
The Charizards aren't as like us not knowing Pokemon like that. We hear Charizard, we're like, oh
No,
my
I
god.
actually do
but
know
Pokemon
Pokemon.
people are like, okay, a Charizard.
no.
It
Actually do
depends
know.
on the Charizard.
Like, I do know.
Yeah, you do. You know them well.
Well enough, yeah, because like I literally because my son was buying random ones,
Right.
and I didn't feel comfortable with him buying random ones, so I had to like go and study for hours. Like,
I've done all that already too. Yeah,
So, yeah, so
stars
you're-
and all that
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So like I actually,
But
have,
there's more to it than that.
My
I found
son's
out.
collection is actually loaded into a database.
My boy that
So-
works with me was telling me that like not only is it about that, but certain artists
Yeah,
like
there's-
this card might not be
yeah.
worth shit,
Yeah.
but if a certain artist
It's
drew
res-
this exact
yeah.
same card, now it's worth mad
I don't
money.
know why
Yeah.
that just brought back memories to Marvel masterpieces.
It sounds like
It's a lot like
so
that, yeah.
I tried to get some while collecting those with my son.
I
You
had
get the whole.
endless
You can get the whole collection for
masterpiece.
$400.
And masterpieces.
Yes.
And
Amazon, $400, the whole collection.
Brand
right now.
new?
Yeah.
Not
Not
resealed.
brand, nah, they're somebody
yeah, you're not
somebody
gonna get 'em
got them
brand
and
new.
put them all
No,
together
because
and all
some
of that.
people rip the packages open and glue
Yeah.
them back together.
Yeah,
What's up,
no.
Ma?
These are already opened in a binder, already set up, numbered, all that shit. Somebody already did all the work, and they're willing to sell it for $400. They're all over Amazon, bro.
I just remember I had like pretty much the whole
I went to buy
collection
them for nostalgia.
in Forest Park,
Yeah.
like when I was like
I had a lot, but
sixth,
not
seventh
the
grade.
collection. Yeah.
I
They came
mean,
out with like 3 series, right? It was like 3 of them.
I can't remember. I believe so though.
I used to love
Some of
those how to
paintings,
puzzles
though,
and shit.
were
Like,
so
Artwork
dope.
was
they would have
insane.
like 12 cards for a whole fucking like cover scene and shit.
Well,
it was dope.
You got to
know?
remember too. Like, I mean, I think you and Nelson were pretty deep into drawing at
Oh,
that
you
point
just pull
too.
it? Is that the one that you
You just twist. You twist. You keep twisting it, and it will keeps coming up. And then when it's, and then yeah, now you. No, then you put the things down on the side, and it pops it up for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that.
Nah, hold on.
Yo, her face is crazy.
Cause nigga, I know how to open this shit. This shit ain't work.
This one is made so you don't have to.
I drink the liquor. I drink
Watch,
the
I'll find it right now.
Are you guys
for
some Dungeon and Dragon type of dudes?
Nah.
Nah.
Frank.
I mean, I'm trying to learn to play
See, look at.
with Frank plays, but
Hey, look at you get it so it's right here on the lip.
Not on the lip.
Marvel
Thank
masterpiece
you, sir.
complete
Look at
set.
him opening bottles of wine for the lady.
Yeah.
You gotta watch this guy.
My hands is clean.
Chocolate Nestle.
Hey y'all, it's the Just
White
Me and Frank
chocolate.
show.
Yes.
We got
Like,
Sid,
subscribe.
Almighty L, all his names, him.
Yo, relax.
We got Leg.
What up,
we
Ma?
got Frankie Frank Beige.
What up? What up?
Oh, and
Frank
I
Beige,
chilling with
Frank
the guys. You already
Frankie
know.
Blanco.
Animal, Frankie Blanco, Francesco.
Falling. Francesco. Franklin. A lot of people call me Franklin.
The little turtle.
Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, turn on notifications, smash that like button, whatever the hell they say. Thank you. And yeah, man, have some fucking fun with us. Tonight's going to be a great show, and we got a lot of topics out there. Some hot topic.
They're all over Amazon, bro.
Hot topic things that we're going to talk about that everyone's talking about currently. Yeah, we got a great one. There's a lot of shit to talk about, and then we got a couple of things I'd like to try throughout the show. Word association, maybe run on sentences.
I got later.
So word association would be you say a word and then whatever
associated, whatever clicks next.
Yeah, whatever comes out your brain from the word, and then from there run on sentences.
Can I have a tool of
this
fire?
isn't a unique idea. I just think we would have fun doing it.
What's a run?
It's where I say like he went to the gay bar.
Can
You know what I
I
mean?
have
Yeah.
a lighter?
Oh wow.
I don't have one.
Here's one.
What the fuck?
Bring your own. Nah, but I figured we could have some fun with that as well.
Oh, you went to the X room, Frank?
The what right now?
Wait, what?
The
What am
X
I
room?
missing?
X room.
the
That
gay
sounds.
bar.
It's
Yeah.
I just know X room sounded crazy.
X room is the gay side of Mardi Gras.
Wow.
Well, there is none of that because there is no more Mardi
Right,
Gras.
there's no more
What
Mardi
up,
Gras.
Nate Dogg?
No, so they
No, I
closed
thought
down
that was-
center stage.
I thought
and
that was
put
the
the X
Daves.
room in center stage. And
What?
the whole banner.
Oh, so now it's a whole gay bar
yeah,
then.
that's the only strip
Well,
club
that's
we have in
what.
Yeah.
Springfield.
So that's
And the
not.
only strip club we have is now a gay strip club.
Yeah.
That's not the beginning.
I was never invited.
That was
anyways.
not the beginning of it though. Dave's has always been
I'm sure you were.
attached to
You
Mardi
might have
Gras.
been here.
Yo, come on, relax.
Dave's?
Yeah.
What the fuck you mean, Dave?
Dave's was a gay bar that
Pink
was
hat?
like right next to Mardi Gras. Or
He
like
had the pink.
I
on the
never
other-
seen that
You had the pink-
place.
You had
No.
the pink hat.
There's
Yo,
either
you
Dave's
gotta
or then I think the
relax.
Hobnob
Some fries
also
with
turned
that?
into a gay bar,
Yo,
something
chill,
like that.
Chill.
That was attached to Mardi Gras, though?
No, not that one. That was further down Worthington.
I've only ever known that 1608 place to be next to Mardi Gras.
So I can say I've never. I think so. All right. So you know how Mardi Gras was on the corner of Worthington and what is that, Chestnut?
Mm-hmm.
So you know how they used to not have that addition of Mardi Gras.
Mm-hmm.
If you cut that addition off, that
used to be
spot
Dave's?
used to be Dave's,
Oh,
which was a gay bar. At least
okay.
from
Oh
what
no,
I
I
was.
know that was. Good.
Yeah, I was about to say I was.
I
always
never
told
knew that.
No, I knew that.
I never knew that. The only
In
gay
high
bar
school-
I never ever knew of in Springfield was Ecstatic.
So
I see. I
And I only
And
know
high-
that because I needed to get changed for a payphone one time and didn't know what it was and walked in there and immediately found out what it was and
Oh,
turned
I
around and
found-
walked out.
I found out
Said
about
it all
that.
right there.
guy walked with his dick.
Nah, I walked in and I'm like, why is the bartender behind the bar in his underwear? And I looked around and I went,
No, in high school.
and I just walked
I don't
out.
need to use the phone.
I don't
I'll
need
send
the phone
I'll send a
anymore.
carrier pigeon.
That's crazy. Now, two of my
send a
boys,
dove.
they were older than us, and when we were in high school, the gay bar was the
Knock your shit
only
over
place
with
that would let you into the bar. So that's how I found out about that place. It was like, come in here. We went in there. I'm like, no.
Literally, pause.
Get me
No,
out.
it was really we went in there, and it was gay as hell.
I don't think that's what he meant when he said come in here.
Nah, these niggas,
Yo, y'all gotta chill out.
these
I just
niggas
got
are
here.
international
Y'all gotta chill
players.
out. Like I just got here 35 seconds
I did
ago.
question it because this is the beginning of meeting
So
them.
the shit that I saw though only I
Gotta
think
move
I
to the
went
beer.
to a what was it called, Divas in Northampton.
I've heard
So,
Divas
like,
is actually
so
fun.
out of the loop when it
So
comes to
which
all
is
this.
the
Right, we didn't
crazy
know.
shit though is that I went in with my girl and all her girl straight single friends.
Yeah, Divas is
They're
like
the
a
ones that brought
safe
me
zone.
in that bitch.
So that's what I'm trying to tell
Yeah.
you about these dudes that brought us in there is because they're hip to girls doing that. But in high school, you can't. They get carded, but the gay bars didn't card. It just let you smooth
I mean,
in it.
why do you
Sounds
think?
super
Why they
prude.
need
Yeah,
a
they-
business?
yeah, they
need a
did.
business. Of course, they ain't card.
Yeah,
I mean, if we're talking,
it was
stripper
dumb
stores,
uncomfortable.
They like underage boys.
I stayed kept my butt to the corner.
Listen, sound of freedom, baby.
Was the priest in there?
I'm sure there was a couple priests in there
diddling.
diddling.
The door opened and you heard the sound of freedom.
Yo, you gotta relax. Jesus Christ, the party just started.
Jesus has nothing to do with this.
Jesus has everything to do with it.
Amen.
Happened on his watch. Nah.
I mean, shit. We talking stripper
That's a
stories.
wrap.
I got a doozy. So when I was gone in Puerto Rico,
You
I
got
was
kidnapped.
I thought I was
A
I ain't gonna lie.
doozy.
So when I was gone down there, I was in a strip club and I had about 400 ones in hands, like in my hands. Like it was crazy. And so we're throwing money. It was maybe about 13, 14 of us in the section. Insane. So there was one, like I had one girl on me that I was like talking to, and another stripper came and joined. This other stripper wanted to join the party. I didn't notice her at the fuck all, so I threw
At the fuck all. I'm
At
gonna start
the fuck
using
all.
that.
I didn't notice her at all. So I threw the first 200 ones in the air, whatever. I went to go up, throw the same, like in the same spot to throw the 201, the next 200 ones. This stripper appeared like fucking David Blaine, and she caught an uppercut from fucking. Oh shit! She caught a smooth
You snuffed
uppercut.
her?
You hit her with 200?
No, she got hit with 200 in a
Talking about a
fist.
two-piece.
Yeah, she got hit. I thought I was gonna get kicked out that motherfucker so fast, and she just walked away. I was like, "Yo, we're good."
She laid out?
No, she walked away.
Oh,
She's
I thought you
used to
seen it.
getting punched.
She's used to, exactly.
I think she's used to getting punched because I caught her good. Like I felt the recoil of that punch. Like it was
The recoil.
like it was a lot of, you know what I mean? Because I didn't expect nobody to be there, and I apologize. She just walked away because
She knew.
yeah, she knew she just caught a punch and just moved
She
the
walked
fuck
away
up.
because you
Wrong
tried to find her
place,
teeth.
wrong time.
Yo, for real, that was
Her titties were all out of place.
Yeah, for real.
Looked like she just woke up and shit.
It's like I fucked up her day with that punch. I didn't mean to punch the stripper in the
She
face.
went home.
No, it was
after that.
nighttime.
She hung-
after you hit her.
She hung the thong up.
I hope she was having a good day.
I was traumatized. I remember the first time I went to a strip club was my 21st birthday, and there was a girl that I went to school with dancing, like the dancing away, boom, boom, boom. I looked up. I'm like, said her name. She was like, but what was traumatizing is because this girl was like a schoolgirl carrying her books, always trying to go to class.
A fucking nerd.
So
Yeah.
a full on nerd.
I've known
And
a
then-
couple.
Then she's on the. So that
Yep.
shit fucked me up. I'm like, damn, they got you.
Got you.
Never went back.
Yeah, I
Well, actually, that's a lie.
I knew
I
this
did go back.
one
So-
chick. I didn't talk to her. My boy did, but she was like absolutely beautiful. Only chick I ever knew that actually was just stripping to pay herself through school, like legitly. Didn't
That's how they all
do
start.
any.
No, they-
No, but I will say she didn't do any drugs, like nothing.
So my
There's a
nephew.
lot of straight strippers.
So
She just was tainted.
y'all know my nephew Ryan.
Maybe.
He used to DJ at Magic Lantern for a little while.
You guys say these names. I don't know.
Yeah,
The strip club on the way to
This is-
Palmer.
this is
I-
not my life.
On the
Never
way
heard
to
of it.
Palmer, that
Yeah.
strip club that be on the side of the
I
road
don't
there.
even
I've
like
been there
strip
for
clubs.
years.
I know.
I
About
know it. Talk
It's
to
closed now.
Is it?
So my nephew, yeah, it's now a dispensary.
He said, "I would talk to
yeah,
me."
my nephew used to work there,
rough.
and he got snowed in for 3 fucking days inside that strip club with nothing but strippers and him.
That sounds like a great time.
He
bet
said it
that
was a
place
How did,
great
how did he
time,
get
yo.
snowed in?
Because they was still working, and then we were getting a blizzard.
Take a whole bath. You be
For
good.
3
Yeah,
days?
I would say, I bet that place
I-
stank.
They got no business.
I don't know. Like, I wasn't there. I'm just telling you. This
must
is
have
the
been a
story.
private
It
way.
might have been 2 days. It might not have been 3.
He was
but
like,
it was a couple
"Oh,
days.
can't get out. Whatever will we do?"
He was like, yo, all we did was drink and other things. He's like, it was great. I was the
Canoodle?
only,
I got
I was the only
$40.
guy there, he said.
Canoodle.
He was the only man in that
He
entire
ran
strip
out
club
of
with like
he
6
ran out of
strippers.
money the first night, and they did nothing with him the entire 3 days.
Nah, they worked
Now,
them for
mind
40.
you, no, but mind you, that's the thing. He had already been working there for like a year and was cool with every single one of them.
Okay.
Oh, so he
He was
think,
in there.
You know what's
bro.
crazy?
Literally.
Like
Yeah.
how many
He
different
was-
pockets.
They were withdrawing. Oh,
You heard me? You know what's crazy is how many different pockets of worlds there are for just so many different
yeah.
facets of life.
Most
Like
certainly.
homeless people, strippers, like to go behind the scenes of like these people and to like see, because you know there's a, what's the way there's a, I don't say creed, but like there's a way
No,
that
but it's a
one
circle.
is so good at whatever it is they've been doing because they've been doing it for so long that they now put the other one onto it. And
I'm gonna tell you this from experience, but working at a strip club, all them fucking
you
women.
worked at a strip club?
Yeah, I've been security in Florida. They're all. It's like babysitting, bro. You have to go. You think they'd want to go make money, right? No, they want to be in the back doing drugs. You literally have to go chase them down.
'Cause
Like,
they're
yo,
making
it's
so
your
much
time
money.
to go
No, but
fucking
think about it.
go dance, bitch.
Shaking
And they're
ass
like,
for hours
and
is
they don't
crazy.
show up,
Shaking
and then you got
ass
to go
for
find
hours.
them. And
So they got to get numb because their feet be hurting. And
Yo. And then you got to tell them, no, don't
All
do
the
that.
Toto-
This is
all
not
the
a
Toto
brothel.
grabs.
Exactly.
That's what, no, the
Did a
other way
mental
around. They're
reset.
grabbing men trying to get more money. It's like, yo, you can't be doing that. I'm gonna get in trouble for you doing that.
Why can't they
brothel ass
approach
shit.
their
Nah, but they.
Nah,
yeah,
you're not supposed to be grabbing on them like that.
Yeah, you
But
can't
guys
be.
can grab on.
No, they're not supposed to either.
Yeah.
I've watched strippers finger.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying it doesn't happen.
Right, it definitely happens.
I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm saying that you're not supposed to. And a lot of people look the other way because, you know, the almighty dollar.
I've almost got caught a couple times. But I wasn't even trying to. I mean, she probably would have been like, all right, that's going to be $60, but it was just kind of going down.
Tinkering.
I was just chilling, getting my lap dance. and
Exploring.
Unbuckled zip.
Listen, these women.
He went spelunking.
But every single time,
You trying to
security
arrive.
guard was right in there.
Wow.
These women got that shit down to a science.
Yeah, you don't
Yo,
even know what's happening.
So
They'll be like, yo,
when I was trained, I was told how you had the security guard right there.
Yeah.
I was trained to okay, they're gonna go do their dances or whatever, but you need to be mindful of what's going on because illegal shit could be going on, for example,
Well, none of that,
or
too.
he
Dudes
could be trying to
yeah.
could be trying to touch her or whatever.
Right.
So he was like, after a song, you need to kind of look over there and make sure.
So wait,
well,
what
I took that
happens-
shit literally,
What
and
happens
after
in those rooms?
every song and a half or so, I'm looking back like, yo, you got to kick up some more money. Yo, you got, and she eventually was like, yo, shut the fuck up. If I need you, I will tell you I need you. You're fucking my money up. I was like, you got that. My bad. I'm just trying to make sure you're safe.
Like I said, they got that shit
Trying to
down
make
to
money.
a science.
Right.
You know why she shut you the fuck up? Because every song in a strip club is 30 seconds, not the normal minute 20.
And if she starts dancing, if the next song starts and she's dancing, you get charged for the whole song.
Yeah.
So they get you in conversation, and
Right.
you don't realize the song's playing,
sitting there
and
for-
then bam.
Right, you sitting there
That's
for
what I'm
like
saying,
4
they-
minutes. You
I
owe
ain't never had a
$600.
chick stop as soon as the song ended.
That's why, because they want you to keep paying them.
No,
never
with
would.
paying once. I've only had a couple lap dances. Most of the lap dances I've had were paid for me. But I don't know.
I was
Like,
never really a fan.
I wasn't the type to really
honest
put
with you.
money. Like I put a 5 or a 10 down. I'd be like, tell me about your day.
Facts. I'd rather go play pool, honestly, than go to a
what'd
strip
you
club.
Do today.
Strip clubs are not my thing.
It's never. I've probably been to a strip club other than unless I was working, like maybe 5-6 times in my whole life.
You know what turned
Because
me
I don't
off?
go, yo, let's go to the strip club.
You know
I'd
what's-
rather go play pool or something.
You know what turned me off to strip clubs? Yo, I was down there at Mardi Gras one time, and this chick thought she was being cute, took my hat, like rubbed it around her shit, and then like mushed my face.
I don't
like,
know
tried
where
to
your
mush
shit
my
is,
face
man. Don't
with
put
it.
my fucking hat in your shit.
Yo, but she thought she was being sexy.
I'm gonna get a fucking pink eye and shit.
Yo, not even that, and you're fucking my hat up. Like, you
Right,
get your
exactly.
Gun
So you're gonna
juice
get
all over
pink
my
eye?
shit.
Right. I'm gonna get pink eye and a bent
No.
brim.
No, that's
you know I
gonna be-
paid $60 for this fucking
Talk
hat?
about that's herpes simplex eye.
A bent,
Eye.
a bent brim and pink eye is crazy.
Yeah, you're gonna fuck my shit up. You're gonna put a smear stain on it.
Wow. Or it's gonna have a crease and like somewhere like right
Be like,
here where
wait,
you can never get the
you're like,
crease
yo,
out.
that's not the logo.
The pink eye.
How come every time I wear this hat, it smell like I smell shit?
Fish.
you smell pink eye?
Is that dandruff or?
Stain on it. That's gross.
That's crazy.
Yo,
So yeah, ever since that's happened,
you walk in the club with the hat on, and they're like, "Yo, that hat is dope. It's tie dyed."
Streak
Yo,
across the
so-
burn.
Tie-eyed.
Have any of y'all seen the Barbie movie yet? Take
Nah.
your kids or nothing?
No,
Yeah,
that shit is
but
taking
I've
a
seen it.
storm.
I've
I wanna
heard all
see it.
about it.
I've seen it.
That shit is taking a storm.
So
I'll tell you that.
I had put it on there. I'm not trying to really like, cause y'all not gonna go.
I'm gonna go see it.
So
I'll probably
I'm not
watch it,
gonna
but I'm not
see
gonna
it,
go see it.
But I've heard what it's about
Are you asking
pretty
me if I'm
much.
a Barbie fan?
What's it about?
That was going on.
So
No, I got kids, so I'm gonna end up seeing it probably.
yeah.
I have no kids, so there's no chance I'm gonna go see it.
So yeah, I'm not.
So-
we're not Barbie people in this house.
Barbie people.
I got Emma.
So
you
your
know,
daughter-
she's gonna want to see that shit.
Your daughter didn't. She's all set. That's actually great
Yeah.
that you have one of those daughters.
So
Because I had to pay for 3.
Oh shit!
so that from my
How was the movie?
from oh
The
yeah
movie's-
actually if
the
you've
movie's
seen it.
actually good. I'm gonna be honest with
Is
you.
it?
It's like an actually good movie. That's
So
scary shit.
I've heard the opposite. I heard that shit's like super woke, and
Well,
it's-
you're talking to me.
I know, but to a degree to where it's like man bashing.
You know why Barbie never
All right,
got
so
pregnant?
so that's what I wanted to get to.
So I haven't seen it.
That's
I
what
just I
wanted to
watched
get to.
two separate.
It's not just man bashing. It's like, yo, if you're not a secure man, you are fucked. No, I'm serious. Like it is bad. Like if they make us look crazy.
Yo,
Well,
Lance,
wait, go ahead. Pop your shit.
you know why
Yeah.
Barbie never got pregnant?
She don't have
Because Ken comes in a different box.
I know that's funny, but that's actually hilarious. That's actually hilarious. But he doesn't get her pregnant because she don't give a fuck about the nigga. That's what you learn.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So
they run shit in Barbie world.
There's also a different conspiracy that Ken's actually gay.
No, he's far from it.
Like,
I haven't heard any.
There's like him and then his friend,
You're projecting.
whatever, like the other,
that a Freudian slip?
the other Ken, whatever the fuck his name is. I don't know.
All of them are Kens.
They're all named Ken.
They're all Kens.
Yeah.
That's weird.
They're all Barbies.
There's only one
It's like-
alternative dude. His name is Alan.
That's who it is.
there-
Alan. It's like Ken's buddy or some weird
No,
shit.
Alan was actually a Barbie that they released. I recently saw this on fucking internet. They released like 3 separate times, and he never gained popularity.
They try to make it like fit into this world of whatever the fuck's going on right now.
No, this is very fucking
straightforward.
Like you don't got to be a genius to figure out what's going on here.
Okay.
Pretty much, Barbie world is ran by chicks, and these dudes are just tools. Pretty much, you know what I'm saying? They're
No.
just all. So in this world, so this is what this
It's
is the
real
reviews.
life. It's not Barbie world.
Well, it starts in Barbie worlds. is what
No,
I'm saying.
I'm telling you, it's there.
It's like opposite worlds. It's not like a made. It's not like it's almost like another
I'm saying
dimension.
you're right, but I'm saying that's how they're confusing you. They're confusing you by calling it Barbie world, while not realizing that the world we live in is all about these women.
It's not though.
Like it is, and that's what they're saying. So here's the kicker:
It's a man.
why is it Barbie's world?
But she's the star of the show.
'Cause it's literally
But
Barbie's
they're all
world.
Barbie. She's not the only one. There's a bunch of Barbies.
Exactly.
So it's Barbie's world. It's all Barbies.
You guys are missing for this moment. You guys are missing.
So let me at least finish what I was saying, so you can see my what I've heard about it for information, right? So I heard that at the end of the day, Barbie's world is ran by all the women there, right? They pretty much look at men as useless almost, right? But the dudes are head over heels for them. But then they have to go to the real world to talk to her Barbie's like real life person, right? I won't get into all the story there. I know about the mom and the daughter scenario, right? And then from there, when Ken gets into the real world, he's trying to prove that he's useful to Barbie, or that the other Kens are making fun of him because they're trying to say Barbie's not into him. So to prove it to them, he goes with her to the real world, and then when he gets to the real world, he's like, "Yo, men run the shit."
But they don't. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Oh, even in that, even in the real world,
men run business, but they don't run the motherfucking world. If these women decided to close their legs today, shit'll go down.
No,
Period. Hold up, slow down.
disagree.
You're bugging, nigga. You almost had a heart attack when your lady called you and told you that you was missing out on Nookie.
No, you know
No,
what?
I didn't. To the point where you packed up your PlayStation the second week.
But I will say this, not to be funny, women will start getting raped left and right.
No, I don't think so.
I do.
I don't.
I think even by
so.
cops, by governors,
Nah.
by...
That's sad. I'm not saying that it won't happen at all.
It definitely is.
But
gonna
I don't think it'll.
I'm just saying the percentage is going to definitely increase.
Nah.
I guarantee you, if a woman decided to shut her legs and no one got sex,
Nah. Anyways, let's not even go in here because that's.
I'm
dark.
just saying there's shit like the Sound of Freedom because of that fact. Even though it's not just the men in those
Hold on,
circles.
before we get there, let me.
What the
let
fuck
me-
is the Sound of Freedom?
Hold on,
All right, we'll get there.
because I need y'all to focus on this whole Barbie world thing, right?
I haven't seen it, so
No, because it is Barbie's world in the movie. It's Barbie's world. Kens are bums basically, and it's all about the Barbies, right? But that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's all about the women, and women will complain that we actually don't give them the utmost. Like we're not giving them. Like to the point where it was crazy. Like to the point where the Kens were just serving the Barbies,
Right.
which is what we do. Everything that we do is to establish some sort of unity at home to make the woman happy, and it's still never fucking enough.
Except for
and
the
that
dicks.
and that. But hold on, listen. So even while they were dumb, deaf, and blind, the Kens, the moment that they had consciousness is the moment the women started complaining. That's really what the fuck's happening. They woke up and they're like, "Wait a minute, you actually need to share the world with us." And they're like, "No, it's our world." And that's what I'm saying. That's like the home. It's like they make everything about them, the way they feel. Oh, I feel this way. I didn't know. It was all about that. You were just seeing women magnified. And then once the nigga had a chance to speak up, he was looked at as a bitch. That's what happened. As soon as he spoke up, they were like twisting their faces. They fucking concocted this plan to put the niggas back to sleep, and it was crazy, nigga.
Wild.
Yeah, and the niggas was like like, yo, at the end, like, I'll just tell you straight up. She just, like, nigga, she told this nigga, like, no, I'm not in love with you. After this nigga just confessed his love, went above and beyond, went with her to the real world that she wanted to go to, came back, like, he fucking sacrificed his own life and got a little bit of consciousness and told her, all I want to do is share this shit. I'm tired of being in the background. I just want to be able to appreciate this with you. And she told him, I don't really give a fuck about you. And then convince all the other Barbies, we actually don't care about none of you niggas. That's crazy.
I'm not. You make me want to go see this movie now.
So
Honestly,
yeah,
I feel like there
hilarious.
is a parallel to reality, right?
Nah, it's funny because.
go ahead.
There's a parallel to reality because, I mean, from the woman perspective,
What's up, lady?
men do
up,
do
Mom?
things for women's attention and women's approval.
It's Barbie's world.
Yeah,
Right.
we do. I know.
So-
it is low key.
So I heard. So what
And
I
then
think
they'll-
is funny is that the
If you took
reviews.
all the men out the world, women could survive and be chill.
That's what they said
Now, if you
in
put,
the movie.
if you took all women out the world, men wouldn't know what the fuck. to do
I
with
disagree.
The
only
don't
thi-
watch Barbie.
Nah, the only thing that a woman could do that a man cannot is give birth. The only thing that a man can do that a woman cannot is nothing. Like, men and women can do the exact same thing except give birth. So I don't believe that. I say that because I'm in the trade world and I see women doing trade shit all the time. And I see men as hairdressers and cooks and homemakers and every other fucking stereotype you want to look at.
So we can't. Only difference is they can have babies and they can't orgasm in a minute.
That's
False.
fair.
Barbie. Like I said, to all the guys out there, anybody watching this, if you are not a secure man, like I'm talking, you got to be like secure as hell because it's gonna create a thing. The whole time, my lady's looking at me. Every time something happens, she looks at me. I said, "Yo, don't confuse me with these niggas. Like, I don't even operate like these dudes. But I know they're the atypical. Not even you.
I'm about to say because
I'm saying like when you're atypical.
I'm not a compliant individual. That's what's always caused me problems.
Well, they're not compliant. They're willing to serve their woman, and then they find out they don't even give a fuck.
I'm okay with serving as long as I'm being served as well.
They're not being served.
As long as it's both ways, I'm cool with it.
Yeah, but when you're unconscious, you don't even realize it's all about your woman.
Right.
No, you're like
You
in
know what I
zombie
mean?
mode.
And then the moment they spoke up, it was like, what? Nah. To the point where they made like depressed Barbie dolls and all. Shit got really crazy.
Oh, word?
Yeah, like it showed, like it's hilarious because that's what happens when women lose control of their man. Then it's like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? Because they gotta have control. Yep. Even when you think they don't have control, the only reason why the relationship's working because they think they have control, and that's what that shows you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So the Kens were just weaker beings because they weren't able to operate without them, and they were basically trying to say, nigga, go do your own shit. Don't worry about us. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
But the moment you go do you,
Right. They
Right,
hate,
well-
they hating.
they won't hate. Well, why did you do that? Well, you just told me to go
That's
do it.
hating.
They hating.
That is literally the definition of hating.
So how does
They
this
see me
compare
do with
to
me
the Sound
and
of
they
Freedom situation?
So the Sound of Freedom situation is different, right? So because the Sound of Freedom, if you don't know, is a movie about Tim Ballard.
Who's
And
that?
So he's a dude that was like federal agent turned like his own organization to hunt down pedophiles and people in the sex traffic, child sex
so
traffic
I like this guy
fucking
already.
rings. And so they made a movie about it.
Pause.
And the movie's kind of getting like blackballed pretty much.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I seen
And-
Oppenheimer getting blackballed too. I couldn't believe it. Or not blackballed, but
People don't like reality
reviews.
first and foremost, but I'm going to go a step further here in a second. Hold on. Let me get on the where is it?
I do remember that there was a lot of
Is it not on here?
promotion in the beginning, and then the shit just went dead. Like
I don't remember
straight
ever
dead.
hearing about it.
If
it's-
during July 4th, it got released like July 3rd or July 4th.
There's definitely been a lot of fucking
you could even
traffic about
you
it.
could even get pay it forward tickets, like where you could put money into the idea or support the movie, and if you didn't want to go, your ticket would go to somebody for free.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Every time I went and seen a Marvel movie, I'd buy an extra ticket for whoever.
Oh.
I would definitely do that shit, yo.
All right,
Because
I'm not
there's
gonna.
mad kids. I'm like, oh, I want to go, but my parents.
I'm not
are
gonna
broke.
play. I'm gonna try not to play the video because I think the video is what gets me flagged every time.
You'll definitely get flagged for this, nigga, because you playing with these folks. That's what it's all about.
On July 4th.
So hold on a second.
They didn't forget an agenda going on.
Nah, this is definitely an agenda.
Yeah, I'm really out the
Harrison
fucking
Ford
loop.
in releasing the summer blockbuster. There's another movie dominating the box office. It's called The Sound of Freedom, and it beat Indiana Jones on opening day. The film
Yeah,
is based
opening
off
day,
the true
dude.
story
That's
of Tim
crazy,
Ballard,
dude.
a former Homeland Security special agent who saved kids from an international sex trafficking ring.
Actually,
It is the fastest.
fuck it. I'm gonna put it on the stream.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Talking about Jeffrey.
Why don't you just tell us? Like, I already know. Just explain.
So at the end of the day, the crazy shit is this potentially, since it shows like an aspect of like how Hollywood is involved and like the elites and all
In
that
the
shit
movie.
in the movie, like people are all of a sudden getting pushed out into the spotlight as potential contributors with all types of crazy shit. Oprah being one of them. So what's crazy about it is they're saying that she, which is all true, she opened up a school in South Africa.
Yep.
And first and foremost, the school, even though it's in South Africa, and not to say we shouldn't help out in places like South Africa,
But she has
right?
Chicago to worry
But she
about.
has Chicago to worry about and plenty of other places in the United States, right? What's also crazy is that this isn't just a school for education. It's for like cosmetology and like all these different things,
It's
right?
Barbie world.
Pretty much. So yeah, that's the whole thing. They pretty much think it's a grooming
Segue.
school. Now, a couple of students, or at least one student, I think a couple, came forward and then end up having to be one of the teachers or advisors or whatever, counselors.
Doing
Had to,
some funny shit.
had to actually go face trial under charges and so forth. And
Which then brought out other people to get fired.
right. And Oprah even had to make comment on it the whole night. Had to hire an investigation team to go there. So, and again, this is all fact.
Ask why she had to hire an investigation.
Why she have to hire an investigation?
Because she didn't have cameras in the facility that she paid $40 million for.
Correct.
Does that make sense?
No.
$40 million facility built but doesn't have cameras?
Even by at least the entrances.
That sounds wild.
Keep in mind, they're
crazy.
staying on campus, right? So you would think that
definitely need
this is
security
Oprah
cameras.
we're talking about.
Yeah.
You don't think that she's doing a screen check?
Right.
Now,
So the fact that she didn't do it is telling you what is alluding. Won't do that to
Right.
her, but is alluding that there was some nefarious acts behind the entire thing in general.
Now and then from there though, it's like supposedly this goes like super deep. So like Mel Gibson has been very vocal about it. If you haven't seen his clips going around TikTok,
haven't. No,
yeah,
I don't
he's
have TikTok
And
at all.
Angelina Jolie declined to be a part of it.
To be part of what?
that's crazy.
Hold on, to
The
be a
Rock,
part of what?
The school.
The Rock was defending himself.
Why? 'Cause The Rock
Defending
is a part of the
himself?
Talking
school?
about I would like no one necessarily made even like straight accusations against him, I guess. But since people have alluded
Defending
to this and
himself,
that,
what? Because he's
like,
a part of the school.
No.
Like,
A
I
part
don't
of
know anything
a
about
part of the
this.
child ring.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Or just
Why
like
do they
any
think
type of
Because they're
involvement.
because I guess in the movie, I haven't seen the movie, but from what I'm understanding in the movie alludes to Hollywood orchestrating the child ring, the child.
Oh well, that's not new. That's old news.
Okay, so but
Well,
the problem is that now it started exposing areas of where there's high profile celebrities that have random things set up that have bodies in them that could be potentially the
They're sus. Like this Oprah thing you're talking about.
So the shit is though, right? The shit is though is that at the end of the day, no matter who you are, you get approached by this circle pretty much, like this inner circle of elites. So no matter what, you kind of have to face them if you want to get to a certain level, or if you do get to a certain level, right? It's whether or not you want to kind of take it to that next level. But it's like everyone that goes to that next level, it doesn't even necessarily mean they're a part of the inner circle. They just know about it. Like it's like they use that against them to blackmail them. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So you don't know the layers to who's at what level, if there's full commitment. You don't know what. But it's just crazy that all these coincidences put them in these scenarios that kind of paints. Now, this is the other crazy shit.
And they tried to bring it straight to TV. They
Right.
didn't even want to go to the theater.
Yeah.
That's where the conspiracy
Actually, I
lies.
didn't know that. That's
yeah, so Netflix turned it down. Before,
I heard all of the streaming platforms, I think, have turned it down.
Right.
Why? Why wouldn't you?
Because
want
the
to
thing.
put that
That's
out?
that's the
That's
thing.
the thing.
Because is the movies alluding to them being responsible.
Oh, the Hollywood shit. Got it. Okay.
It's like, how could there be any haters about this? This is a true fucking story.
This is a message that needs to be spread.
And the movie's a true story. This guy's really did that and really still doing it. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can talk to the guy right now. Like, we can't just call him up.
And then Oprah also had to double back with a guy she interviewed called John God from Brazil, who was allegedly a spiritualist or whatever, and come to find out this guy was a nasty nigga.
Yeah, he did a whole special on him.
Yeah, whole special. Brought him on her little old network.
Like 12 women came forward on some shit.
Yeah, the jig is up.
I'm really out of touch. So I don't know.
Weinstein is one of her closest friends.
Good thing you're out of touch.
I do know about. Yeah,
like why?
I do know about.
What are we doing about this?
Weinstein, Epstein, all of them.
That's it. All the steam.
Yeah, she was friends with him. So mind you, I have nothing against Oprah. I now do. I've never liked or never.
I never
disliked.
did, but I'm starting to go.
I've always been neutral. I'm saying it's been neutral. All I'm saying is there's a lot of shit against you, girl.
Yeah. It's not that we're blaming her, but what I will say is I've always had questions about why is she not helping. How could you have so much money and not help Chicago? Chicago.
Wait, what happened to her?
Unless her not doing anything in Chicago.
What the Chicago? You're talking about the school
she had. Yeah. What happened with that? Anybody ever know?
Also, get this though. Maybe she doesn't want to do anything in Chicago because she doesn't want to get her own Chicagoans into the fold.
That could be a point, but I mean, there's a lot.
No, because it's easier to traffic children and women. Nobody think about it. Think about this for a minute.
Yeah, in a bad environment, it's easier to get away with crime.
Exactly.
I get what you're saying. Like, no one's watching.
Let's paint a picture. Let's paint a picture. Sorry, Oprah, we're painting a picture, right? So check it. You build a school, right?
With no
that
cameras.
Promotes cameras with no cameras. $40 million. Keep in mind.
And have them live there.
All right, backseat talking.
And you're only taking in. Listen, hold on though. But you're taking in the type of individuals that could be taken.
Right.
The ones that are disenfranchised probably don't really have families that
no
are
one's missing them.
Famous.
No one's really missing them. That's the point.
Yeah.
Famous. Not even famous.
They're not even famous, and nor is nor is the school promoting that they'll get you famous. Right. This was kind of
I mean like kids that want to go. I want to be a famous cosmetologist. I want to be a famous whatever. So they go to.
They could.
No, this was a cleanup school.
Some of them just want to have work.
Yeah, like this school. From what I
I'm not saying all of them. I'm saying some of them.
From what I understand, this school was a builder of esteem.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if I'm to sum it all up, it was just to put back the power in women. Hence
bringing a bunch of people who have low self-esteem together in the same building with no fucking cameras.
Or
disenfranchised. Makes sense.
Not even insecure, just like disenfranchised, fucking poor, no other options.
Low, bad self-esteem.
Yeah, you give people an opportunity, and then you
I'm saying they don't even have to have bad self-esteem.
I know.
They can have desperation.
I know. I'm saying all of them could all be true at the same time.
Right. Which I
did you see it?
What, the school?
Sound of Freedom.
Oh no.
No, I haven't yet either.
So presently, I don't know what's going on with the school. I don't know if it's still up and running. I don't know if it's on pause. No. I don't know if they're still on trial for all the individuals.
I know she hasn't said nothing.
Have gone missing.
She hasn't said a goddamn thing.
She should have been quiet since the John of God guy. She shouldn't even have started a school after that dude.
Right.
Like the nerve of this lady.
Right. They'll never know.
I mean, when
it would be right in front of their face.
Wouldn't you have some nerve too, though?
She should have used that money to shut the fuck up.
What if she actually is like a super villain? She's got a costume with an O right here on the chest.
She do. With the helmet head.
I'll open schools all over the world.
Fucking Magneto.
Fuck Oprah.
You said she looks like Juggernaut, the Oprah version?
I don't fuck with people that fuck with kids. Like
she doesn't even keep money in the bank anymore. She keeps kids. Hold on, I got to make a deposit.
That's the real money.
She's just throwing kids.
Shit.
Yo, did you guys see that conspircy where
Instead of throwing ones at the strip club, she throws 1 year old.
Hold on. What?
Make it rain.
All right, what'd you say?
All right, so did y'all see that conspiracy?
Yo,
sorry, I'm sorry.
Did you guys see that conspiracy where it was like they were selling children or selling people through Wayfair?
Wayfair, yeah.
What?
Like it'll be a chest, right? Like a chest of drawer.
Yeah.
Or like a wardrobe
the fuck is
situation.
Wayfair?
Listen to her. So
and
what you want.
basically, you know, it was fucking raggedy pieces of furniture.
Wayfair is a furniture selling company.
Right.
They have a website.
It was a raggedy piece of furniture, but it was eventually linked to like people being sold.
Do you know how that happened though?
In those things, what?
So what was going on was in these ads for example, it would say, I'm gonna make up a number, okay? It'll say like $10,000, some extreme, like absurd amount for a dresser.
Piece of shit.
But in the ad, it would be a child opening the drawer or something, and you'd really be buying that child, which is why it was so expensive.
This is what I'm saying. The jig is up.
And
The jig is up. I'm about to let's start a task force.
And I don't
start popping niggas.
I don't.
What Ballard did.
They were never caught or anything like that. Like their charges. It's all alleged.
Right,
You know what I mean? Nothing ever
conspiracy.
happened with it.
Yep.
And from what I gather, I could be wrong because I don't know all the details. But from what I gather, it was because of an ad. And so according to them,
like missing
the conspiracy
kids.
theorists went crazy with it. And that's how that whole rabbit hole
Or they
happened.
put a face with a.
I just don't want to give false information. That's why I'm saying, like, I don't know. I'm telling you what I do know.
But this is all happening on the dark web, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there's layers to the dark web.
Yeah.
It gets
There's
big.
like darker web.
It's
Yeah.
like it's
The
like
darkest
circles.
web.
It's like hell. Like there's 7.
7 circles.
Yeah. So it's like the same with the web. It just gets darker and darker. Sickening.
You think the circles are concentric?
I can't say yes. I can't say no because I'm not involved in that world. So I have no idea. I just know
Yo, who wrote that book?
people like.
Nah, they're
that type of-
Fibonacci circles.
Who
What
wrote
book?
that book?
Fibonacci
I
sequence?
read that book.
What book?
About the layers of hell.
Dante's Inferno.
There we go. Dante's
Such a
Inferno.
good game.
That game was fire.
I read that
Right?
book.
Book
That's
was
one of
cool.
my
It's
favorites.
actually a poem or an
Or,
epic.
yeah,
They
something
call
like
it. They
that.
call it an
Yeah.
epic.
They got a show. They got
It's
a
like
game. They
the
got a
Epic
book.
of Gilgamesh.
It's fucking-
Yeah, or
What makes
the
it
Iliad, the Odyssey, shit like that.
I
Well,
think
what's the difference between an Odyssey and an epic?
so because I,
1812.
No, the Odyssey is the name of the epic.
Yeah,
the
so
epic is
I-
it's like a fairy. From what I gather, it's like a fairy tale story, but a lot of times they're done in poem form. They're not written in
Epics?
chapters
well,
like books.
and some of it comes from true. It's just mixed with like mythology
right.
and whatnot.
And though they're called epics because they're like this big epic story or whatever. But
because like the Epic of Gilgamesh is supposedly true, right? So
I thought it was Gilgamesh.
It is.
It's Gilgamesh.
it's Gilgamesh.
But
G-I-L.
didn't you- I don't know.
He
Maybe
said
I
it.
heard
He
wrong.
said it. He just
Okay.
said it.
I'm not trying to like talk shit. I'm just genuinely like trying to understand. That's all.
I think you just pronounced every letter.
Yeah, probably.
You did.
Yeah, I did.
He was like Gilgamesh.
Yeah.
Like,
Anywho,
nigga, chill out.
Yeah, I just say it fast, so it kind of
Cut it out.
Okay,
fucked
Joey.
it all up.
Yo, you shouldn't even know nothing about that.
Come
Right?
on.
You too young.
I told y'all, my dad's y'all.
You
Said,
idiot.
not the Popeye.
Jesus.
Yeah, nah. So I think, but like in that particular case, there's like supposedly like some truth to that story. So it's
Yeah.
not necessarily made. I think an epic has to have some potential.
It
I
has
could
to be
wrong.
rooted
But it
in
has to have
truth?
some, rooted in truth. But you don't know what's mythology and
Like a
what
wives'
could be
tale
real
kind of thing or
yeah.
So epic is synonymous with legend,
pretty much.
right?
I would say
Because
fair.
legend can go either way.
With the risk of looking up and us all being wrong, which we could just look it up.
Nah, go ahead. I'd rather be proven wrong and learn something.
Because you would say the legend of Gilgamesh,
I would.
the epic of Gilgamesh. So it's like
A long poem, typically one derived
so
from
that
ancient
goes-
oral tradition,
that goes
narrating
with
the
you.
deeds of and adventures of heroic or legendary figures or of the history of a nation.
So we're
So,
both.
so
yeah.
not
Yeah.
a poem, but it just means
But-
it's poetic.
But but it says a long poem.
Remember, a
That's
poem
weird
doesn't
as
have
hell.
to rhyme or anything like
No,
that.
I don't look at it like that. I look at a poem like being like I look at poetic versus poem.
So
Question:
when
What
I
makes
look
a
at
poem a poem?
I think
Because if a poem doesn't have to rhyme,
I think writing when it's so it can be not a poem when it's not specific, when it's not not specific. I'm sorry, when it's not a story derived. So like if I'm otherwise writing to you, I'm telling you facts. Like
Right.
we went here, we did this. So
that would be a poem.
No, that would be a
story.
straight just like letter. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
all right.
A poem is something that at some point has either an outside perspective, creativity to it. You know what I'm saying? When it's more,
I know, I
when it's
never
also
thought about
something that's more paint in a picture.
So,
I get
when it's more creative?
Look
I
up
can't
poem.
define poem. Yeah.
When it's creative, it becomes a poem?
As I'm saying it, I don't think I'm right.
like I never thought about that. What the fuck defines poem?
So you think like with all y'all being
I would just say
rappers
writing
and all y'all have
creatively.
wrote, like you think everything y'all write
Creative.
and rap is poems? Like
Or
when you think of it
poetic.
like that?
I think we're poetic. That's why I was like,
all right, so a piece of writing that partakes of the nature of both speech and song that is nearly always rhythmical, usually metaphorical, and often exhibits such formal elements as meter, rhyme,
so raps are
and
poems.
So
Like
rap-
you said, it's
stanza
creative. It's
structure.
creative writing, basically.
So how's an epic a poem?
Probably
It
because
said
the way
epic
it's
is
worded.
a long poem. It said,
well, probably because the way it's worded. It's probably, if I don't remember,
and it's probably because it's a story.
I've read all the pieces that are there, but I think the part is maybe like the some of the shit they may be saying in a heroic manner. It's not necessarily.
And I think it's because it's a story as well.
Or it might actually be in like some parts might be saying.
But you couldn't you couldn't be like, so say like you did a poem
No.
and I'm watching you perform the poem. I couldn't be like, I listened to that epic. I would have to say that's epic.
Well,
Maybe
okay,
that's how it
but hold
starts.
on. But no, that's epic. That comes from the epics, and epics being long and being a big deal. So that's in turn people will be like, "Yo, that's epic." Pause.
Epic is a pause word.
Pause.
When they, like I'm
You
epic.
said it's long and
And a big deal.
legendary. Yeah.
Long and legendary. That's crazy.
That's interesting. All right.
Yeah.
Pause.
Yeah. That was epic.
You know what actually I learned today? That jilted is a word.
I thought
spelled
you were
with
about
a
to say
J.
something else.
Nah. I was talking with Bird earlier
ever
today,
heard-
and he said jilted, and I went, "You mean guilted?" Thinking he was saying something wrong, and he was like, "Nah, jilted." And I went, "What the fuck is that, jilted? Are you sure you're not saying gilded or guilted or whatever?" So I spelled it with a G, and it was a whole different word. And he's like, "Nah." He sticks his phone on my face, and it's spelled with a J. Jilted is somebody that's basically scorned. A jilted person is somebody that is scorned and feels a way about this shit.
I'd rather use scorn.
I like scorned better too.
Yeah, jilted sounds crazy.
Jilted sounds stupid.
Suddenly rejected or abandoned.
Ken was
There we
jilted
go.
to
That's
get Barbie.
Sound
Yeah.
abandoned.
A jilt.
Not a band.
He
To
was
get jilted.
That's such a fucked up word.
I'm gonna start
Jilted.
saying niggas is
Aban-
jilted.
You're abandoned.
Jilt
We're a
ass.
little guilty.
Jilty, you're jilty.
You're looking a little
You mean
jilt-
I'm guilty? No, I mean you're jilty.
You're looking a little jilted today.
But I heard
Jilt got you
I was
down?
watching a show
I was
today
like, damn, Bird, good vocabulary.
that they
just
you know
learned
that there
that
was a female.
That's how he said it too. Dog, I just learned that shit.
I heard a woman. She was using the derogatory term nigger, but referring to referring to a female and called her a nigrease.
Oh shit.
And that shit, I'm like, yo, nigrees or what did she call her?
Wouldn't it be like
Nigrees,
an
nigrees?
N-word net?
Negrito.
Nigret?
Nigress,
No, that's a gum.
Nigris.
nigress. The way she said it, I'm like, it was
Or at.
Suki too. From True Blood,
Oh.
nigress. She said that little nigress ran across the street. I'm like, yo, did she say that?
That's
A
hilarious.
female, like,
Niggerette.
because that's
that shit
almost
is, like,
like,
smooth.
You gotta take the
yo.
ER out.
yeah, nah, she was being racist as a
This
motherfucker. It was
sister?
a whole racist show.
That sister ran.
It's called Them. You never
Without
seen
the
it?
racist tones, that shit like is like slick. Like it's like a.
No, I actually
slick-ass
got a
word,
kick out
yo.
of it. I got a kick out of it.
I know a lot of Spanish people like call black people they be like niggalito. Like,
Do you think Spanish people should be able to say the word nigga?
I don't.
I don't because they're half the time racist towards us.
But they got a lot
Well,
of
besides that,
They 1,000
I just
That's the
feel
most
like,
important
I
part.
feel like nobody should say it at all just because of the meaning of the word. But I also feel
You
like
said
I
it
don't
la-
have much
you
of a
said
say.
it last show.
I said it with for a reason though. It wasn't just
Only
I was
one?
Did you
using
catch
the
him?
word, yo.
So
Yeah.
you
He said it
we
last show.
We should
Who
say it
did?
for a reason.
He did?
For what?
You were reciting raps,
Oh yeah.
and you said it.
you didn't
like, you-
censor it.
Yeah,
Hell nah. He said that shit.
Well,
I'm
then
like,
you know what? Then I slipped because normally even by myself I
You said that shit proudly.
Wow. Well, then I apologize.
It didn't have the no.
Oh.
I didn't feel no type of way.
Well, my point is I tried
always
real hard
catch it.
not to say that shit.
Me, I
like-
be counting.
and you can't count me of saying it many times.
Half of me felt the type of way.
Probably what, twice? That
I mean,
being
when we
the
were
second
younger,
time?
you used it a little
Yeah,
bit.
nah, not since I've decided to stop
You got to
saying
put
it.
brother in there now.
Listen here, brother. Nah, but what I was saying is,
So much worse.
It was
I don't-
when you was
I-
repeating Jada's line.
oh, well.
Damn, he knew the
again, for a
specific
reason.
point, too.
Again, it's for a reason.
Tapping in.
Remember this shit.
But my
Jogging
point
his
is,
Ken memory.
I think it
Jilted? You got him jilted?
I think it's such an ugly word.
Yeah.
For that reason, I don't think people should say it. However, I feel like if anyone's gonna say this shit, y'all should be allowed to say it.
Nah.
Because it was said to y'all. in
I don't
a
think
fucked up
nobody
ass
should be
way.
using it.
So
I
listen.
agree, but it was derogatory towards you guys and not anybody else.
We flipped it.
So
You know,
the
of
only
course, I
person,
agree.
The only other people that can say it, right, is Arabs.
Yeah.
Because they call them sand N-words.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So I think they should be allowed to also be able to say it. But they got to say the sand. in the beginning.
You know what's crazy?
Yo, you gotta chill. Chill.
I've been places.
Imagine you roll up and you're like, yo,
what up, Sandy?
Yo, my Sandy N-word about to come over.
Yo.
He comes out and you're like, what up, Sandy?
Real shit.
He says that?
Shit. See, now that's racist.
I've been, well, not that, but I've been places where, like, people be like, yo, I don't like that word because it makes you sound ignorant and dumb. But guess who's saying this that they don't like is being said? Obviously.
White people?
Yeah.
Same people.
Yeah.
That.
No, like real shit. It's because I was gone. I was gone in Texas, and one of my friends.
When you whip your kids and they call, what is it, DSS, DYS? I don't even know what it's called anymore.
DCF.
Oh, DCF. They call
Yeah.
DCF on you. It's like, y'all created DCF, but y'all taught us how to whip people.
Crazy.
Yo.
Crazy as hell.
Yo,
right?
Not
so-
to put the whip in our hands.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna throw his name
Give us
out there
freedom and then you
because
create
this is
DCF.
fucked up. But y'all both know him, and as I'm
I
telling
don't
the
beat my
story,
kids.
we'll understand who I'm talking about.
I don't either.
When I was in Florida a few years ago, 10, 15 years ago, that person I went to Florida with, that I lived there for a little while with.
Yeah.
Okay, we were in line. He has a few black children, so that's how you know who he is. So we're in line at the store one time, and he's dropping these left and right, and I had to be like, "Yo, bro, you realize where we are? We're down south. We're in Florida, and you're out here N-bomb. Like, you don't know who's behind us."
Yeah, not in Florida neither.
I'm like,
That's
yo,
crazy.
there's literally people alive right now that remember segregation and all that other shit. Like, you might not mean it that way, but they don't know what you know. They don't know you're from up north where we never had to deal with that shit. You know what I mean? Like, and you're gonna offend somebody. So I say that to say this. At the time, we worked at a telemarketing company. Dude behind us, we were cool with him. His name was Mike, a black dude. He overheard this conversation and was like, I'm going to take y'all somewhere after work. He was like, I'll give y'all a ride home because we used to take a bus. He's like, I'll give y'all a ride home. Don't worry about the bus. Don't worry about none of that shit. But I'm going to show you something talking to our friend. And so after work, we rolled up. It was like a 45-minute ride.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
It was like a 45-minute ride. And you ever seen the beginning of Ghost Rider, that little-ass bar where they get into beef inside there? It looked like that. And literally on the front of it says, no N-words allowed. And he's like, you see that place? Now, mind you, it was popping right then and there at that time.
Yeah.
They were drinking in there. And he's like, none of us can walk in that bar right now without getting our asses beat, maybe even killed. This is like 2004, 2006, some shit like that.
Yeah, that shit still
He's like,
exists.
that shit is prevalent to this day. And he looked at our mutual friend and was like, that's why he tells you can't say that shit.
Yeah,
because this shit really happens right now. And this is Mike talking. He's like, I have to deal with this shit when I go out. You know what I mean? Like, I have to be conscious of this type of shit and these type of people.
Because it's not racism anymore. It's not whatever it was. It's not the racism, segregation. It's now a preference. That's how they describe it nowadays. It's become a preference.
What do you mean? What's a preference?
It's who you choose to be around with, right? It's like, oh, I hold no ill content. But it's like, if I'm like, oh, I'd rather be around Spanish and black, I don't have a problem with white, but my preference is to be around Spanish.
See, to me, that sounds suspect as hell.
Right. That's why I
Yeah.
said it's not called segregation or racism. It's called preference.
But then again, I mean, but I see that side too. Like, I don't fault anybody for having a preference.
Right.
But I think of that as
But-
like dating or something.
Right,
Like, not, I wouldn't have a preference
but
of a
when you
skin color
choose-
for a friend.
But when you feel more
You know
comfortable,
what I mean?
in this
Like,
group of,
what?
Right. But I'm saying, like, you feel this is what you prefer is to be around this group of individuals.
Why though?
That's the question.
Well, but then again, hold on. Flip side of that, I can see
Well,
like
we're
a
raised.
black person being like, I'd rather be around black people because they understand me, whereas a white person wouldn't.
But this is what you
I
still
can
gotta,
see that side.
But what you come
it
from
might
is
be
culture.
a preference though, but
True.
it's still
But even
had
culture-
primarily raised the people they're raised from it. Their grandfather,
That's
their father, their grandfather. You know what I'm
But
saying?
even as
Right.
culture,
But
I
I
might be totally in tune with
yeah.
all of that, but I'm
But-
still not black at the end of the day, and there's subtleties that I won't know about.
Here's the kicker. I've been and worked with people who've been accepted into the group of Spanish and black and wholeheartedly accepted. At that, you're welcome. You're come in. You're allowed at the barbecue, but they still choose to be around. You know, white people they still choose to be around, or you know, vice versa.
So I had a friend.
You know what I mean?
I had a friend who's the only white person in his entire family. He's adopted. His entire family is black. He's the only white person in his whole family. And the dynamic is weird because he acts like how I guess you would say like he has like the black tendencies or whatever,
Right.
but he's literally Irish.
Okay.
And people who don't know him are like, "You're trying to be down or some shit," and he's like, "You have no idea." Like I was literally raised in a black household my whole life since I was like 3.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand though, and you can't blame them.
And they won't
You know,
until you're in
just-
that environment.
Everyone judges.
Now my question to you,
Naturally.
is with what I just said, said person, being adopted and being raised in a black household but being white. What are your thoughts on that?
You said take
He wasn't. You're saying he wasn't that?
No. I'm saying this is a different story. I'm saying I have another friend who's white that was adopted by a family of black people. His whole family's black. He's the only white person in an entire family tree for generations. What do you think? I'm just picking your brain. Like I don't
think
you know what I
about
mean?
them using the word.
No, just in general about him. I guess what I'm trying to say is like, obviously his skin is not black, but I feel like all he knows is black traditions.
Are you basically saying he's black and he can identify as black?
I'm asking. I don't know. Like I feel like he can, but should he?
So I
He
think
could be
it.
transracial. Why not? Right?
Well, I guess that's
mean,
what I'm asking. Like
That's where
in
the
this
line starts
situation,
getting blurred,
He
right?
understands.
Is that where the line gets blurred?
that's what I'm getting at.
So
I guess there's
Like he understands, but he's not a black man, so he can't share the same struggles. But he grew up
No, but-
around those struggles. You know
But
what I
at
mean?
the end of the
Like-
day, though, he still knows he's white.
Like okay, like he
So-
can get away from a cop. He can say things to a cop that maybe someone else can't. It's kind of like what I'm getting, like that type
Because
of shit.
he understands. That's what it is. Just being.
I don't even think he
But he
understands.
can't understand,
Dog,
right?
for him,
Because he's not black.
I think
but-
he
He's not
gets the
black, but he-
idea.
But dog, like we're like him.
grew up around
Yes
it.
and no. We're like him in the sense that we
I
understand
mean,
the culture, but again, it's different behind how they say you don't know what happens behind closed doors. We don't know what it's like to grow up in a black household because we didn't grow up in a black
you
household.
don't know what it's like.
Your parents were white. Your parents were white.
I didn't always get raised by my parents.
Fair enough.
I've also was in foster care. What a lady?
Well, I did that too.
What a
but,
black family that ran the whole shit. You know.
okay,
what
well
I'm
then that's an exception.
saying? But that's all that culture was. We've also had like as soon as I was born, we had a black lady that lived with us, and across the street neighbor was pretty much a part of the family. Their kids were my best friends. We're like a unit since I was born. So all I'm saying is just like I can like he would have if he had a problem with it, he would kind of have a problem with us in a sense.
I see what you're saying,
Wait.
but I feel like he's different because
but what
he's
am I
24/7.
supposed to have a problem with?
I'm not saying you do or don't or
No,
should.
I'm saying
I
like
don't know.
hypothetically.
That I don't
like
know.
if he grows up in a house and he's raised by black folks, what would be my problem?
Him walking
I'm
around.
saying-
Him walking
I'm
around
not
essentially
saying
with that
you
demeanor.
should have a
It would have
problem
to
or
be the N-word. That
I'm
would be
just
the
picking
line,
your
right?
brain. Like, would you say that
My
he
question-
identifies as a black person?
My question
You
to
heard my
you
voice?
is: does he have?
Internal
What
My
the
question to you is: does he have black children?
He doesn't have. No, he does have children now, and no, they're white.
So no, he's not black.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
out the circle.
Okay.
Just like you guys don't have
He's
black
a colonizer now.
children. You guys know our struggle, but y'all don't have black children.
So what do you?
I think once y'all have the black children, that kind of like seals it.
I
So-
can get that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's,
and it's
yo,
no,
this
and-
comedian said he was like, yo, if can they be invited to the cookout? It's like, yeah, if you got black children.
No, y'all can come to the cookout.
No,
You already know
He,
that, but
he was just saying he was just popping jokes.
I
you know what I'm
think, and I could speak for the
saying?
community.
No, that's what he said. Kylie or the mom Jenner.
Yeah.
I think, or maybe it was Kylie Jenner, or not Khloe Kardashian. What's the other sister's name?
Courtney,
Courtney.
Kim.
Courtney.
Courtney, Kim,
I think it's Courtney.
She's the one that don't got black kids.
Who's the one that does?
Kendall.
All of
All
them
of
don't.
them
No,
Except
not
for
but
Courtney.
not Kim.
All of them got
No,
black
but I'm
kids.
talking about the other sister. That's the
That
two that they were
doesn't or
comparing
does?
it. That's the two that they were comparing.
Saying the
He said
two that have
Kylie-
black versus the one
Yeah,
that
the
doesn't.
mom Jenner or Khloe Kardashian. Which one can be invited to a black barbecue?
Oh, got you.
Oh, okay.
Both of them.
You say
That no, but like yeah, you could say both, but they were just popping.
They always taking black.
They were
talk.
popping jokes.
Yeah, but look
about-
what they do to the black men that they
yeah.
bring into their lives.
But no, they were
destroy
saying
their lives.
they're saying the mom Jenner definitely had some
leeches.
black
I'ma-
cock.
I'ma tell you-
but Chloe had
She's
kids.
still with a black man.
I'm gonna
But-
tell you
but Chloe
something
had
else
kids,
that,
so she
that
can
we
go to
deal
the
with.
party.
That's
They're succubuses.
that y'all don't even like. I don't know. I don't want to say y'all don't consider. Y'all got your own life to live.
Right.
But the mix, like when it's a black and white child,
Yeah.
right? Their views are skewed.
I often think about that.
No, it's a fact.
I believe you. Like, I'm not arguing at all.
so. Go ahead, I'm gonna let
So
you finish.
there, you see, it's already starting.
I was gonna say
No,
perfect
because
example.
I'm curious because you've been around me and you
Right.
said mix.
But right,
And that's
so having that this extreme and this extreme come together and make this new thing now creates different conversations that I couldn't necessarily have and get the same understanding. The mixed seed is always gonna try to find a way to. They're like a buffer.
Does the complexion of the mixed person have to do with that?
So let's hold this thought because we got to go to a break.
Extreme.
I have such a good thing to say.
You can be a white mix, but still be the same amount of mix as a black person.
Though.
No, because if you say it, we're going to keep going.
I'm
talking about.
So let's hold this.
Yeah.
Hold this thought until you get to the break. After break.
I'll remember this.
We're going to go to a break. Make sure you guys stick around. We obviously have a lot more to talk about. We haven't even gotten through a portion of some of the shit that we wanted to talk about tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I hit extra buttons. Hold on a second. There we go. All right. So, yeah, stay tuned. Don't worry. I'll probably edit that out.
This dude is crazy.
Yeah, just make sure you guys don't go nowhere unless it's to the bathroom or something like that. Pet your dogs, whatever it is that you got to do. Stay tuned. We'll be right fucking back. Just
Look
being
up
Frank
the Sound of Freedom.
Flow so sick, no healing myself. Work so hard, I'm killing myself. Every now and then, I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself, I'm feeling myself. Everything I did it myself. Don't need no help, I get it myself. Ain't nothing wrong with feeling myself. I'm feeling myself, I'm feeling myself. Looking at the fella in the mirror like damn. I'm a big fan, big bro, you the man. Getting to the bread and you making these jams. Reminding myself who the hell I am. Nigga, you the greatest, you just underrated. Put him on your playlist, he better than your favorite. I ain't never had me no seat at the Grammys, but I'm still winning cause I'm feeding my family. Yeah, young and I'm black and I'm handsome. Sorry, but you not seeing me, I'm a fan. Yeah, don't let me get thrown like a tantrum. He already feeling himself, don't amble. You can try to beat him, but you can't get close. When I get in my bag, I'm way too dope. When I get into the lab, I elevate my folks. Did a show with Rakim cause I ain't no joke. Flow so sick, no healing myself. Work so hard, I'm killing myself. Every now and then, I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself, I'm feeling myself. Everything I did it myself. Don't need no help, I get it myself. Ain't nothing wrong with feeling myself. I'm feeling myself, I'm feeling myself. Yeah, like I'm Beyonce. Sometimes I feel like I'm Kanye. Word of my madre. I move like a boss, I could never have an off day. I am that nigga. He could be bigger, but he's still not sicker. He could be richer, but he's still not iller. You could try to run up on me if you want to, but I always got real ones around me like strippers. Yeah, one chain on, but I'm different. Yeah, thinking I'ma quit, keep wishing. Yeah, you gon' have to bring me a clone if you wanna come bring me some real competition. Yeah, mirror, mirror on the wall. Show me who the illest of them all. Killing niggas off, feeling myself, I ain't feeling none of y'all. Flow so sick, no healing myself. Work so hard, I'm killing myself. Every now and then, I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself, I'm feeling myself. Everything I did it myself. Don't need no help, I get it myself. Ain't nothing wrong with feeling myself. I'm feeling myself, I'm feeling myself. Flow so sick, no healing myself. Work so hard, I'm killing myself. Every now and then, I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself, I'm feeling myself. Everything I did it myself. Don't need no help, I get it myself. Ain't nothing wrong with feeling myself. I'm feeling myself, I'm feeling myself.
Hi, thank you for calling me 99. This is Brendan speaking. How can I help you?
Yes, hi. I was supposed to come in tonight and help to attend the bar, but I'm just not going to be able to make it.
Okay.
I just, I've been having like these wicked bad cramps that just go all the way down to my dick tip, and I just can't make it in.
Who's calling?
This is Richard Fitzwell. Do you think I'm going to get in trouble?
I don't think so. I can go grab the manager for you.
Yeah, if you would, please. I don't want to get in trouble.
Yep.
Thank you.
Visit us online at 99 restaurants.
Hey, we're holding. This is Sean speaking. How can I help you?
Yes, hi. I was just wondering if you guys are hiring at all.
We're always accepting applications.
Are you okay there? Cat got your tongue?
Yeah, pretty much feels like it. We are always accepting applications. You fill it out online.
Okay.
And there's a bunch of stores around here, and I know at least our division, not necessarily us because we're pretty full staff, but a bunch of the stores around here are looking for people.
Okay, and like bartenders and stuff, because I hook up like a mean shot, you know what I mean? Like I'm like a super call girl.
Yes, there should be. I mean, I know we're all set on bartenders right now, but
I do like this crazy move where like I do a handstand on the bar and like with the shot glass, like with my feet, and I kick it into the glass and stuff, you know.
Jeez, well, yeah, I don't know if we'd actually be doing that here, things for corporate.
Right.
But
Is it okay if we like light the shots on fire and stuff? Like I can blow it out my mouth?
we don't have any 151, so.
Okay, I gotcha. Like there's also been times where like I've poured it all over like a male customer and like I'll lick it up his chest and then pour it into his mouth. Do you do any of that stuff?
We do not, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. Is it more family oriented?
Yeah, it's a little more family oriented.
We don't let kids drink though or anything, do we?
No, we don't.
Okay, because in Europe they just let any one of those fuckers drink, you know.
Yeah, well, that's their prerogative over there, you know.
Now, do I apply online or just do I come see you personally?
You apply online.
Okay, excellent. Now, can I just come in and maybe check out the place and slap a couple of burgers, just see how it is?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, excellent. And I'm sorry, your name was?
Sean.
All right, would you give me a personal tour, Sean?
Personal tour? Yeah, sure. I can give you a tour of the restaurant.
Maybe show me the freezer, you know?
Show you.
If you know what I mean.
Sounds a little interesting. I don't know.
Get
maybe
cold and
you wear some non-slip shoes.
Yeah, you get cold and then you can get me hot, you know?
Oh, great. Yes, that's not my thing, but you know we have a few people that are. So.
All right. Well, can you introduce me to them?
I'd be happy to.
You don't mind if we get drunk on the clock, do you?
That may not be a good idea.
Because I would just love to get a frozen cucumber and just slap someone silly.
Frozen cucumber and slap someone silly. Huh.
Hell yeah.
Sounds good.
Can you do me a favor? Can you just say frozen cucumber one more time?
All right, hold on one second. Let me put you on hold.
Thank you.
With 99 gift cards, it's the perfect gift for any occasion.
Hello?
Yeah, hi.
How's it going?
Not bad. Yeah, I was just looking to place an order.
All right, what can I get for you?
You guys got that signature 99 burger still?
The classic?
Yeah, I think it was the All-Star, some shit like that.
All right. How would you like that cooked?
Do you guys do a black and blue?
A black and blue?
Yeah, I just want you to sear it on each side and then just throw it right in that fucker.
No, I don't think we do the black and blue here.
Man. Could you just do that special for me?
I'll talk to my manager and see if I can find out.
From there, you guys got any gorgonzola cheese you can put on there?
Sign up for our e-club online and be the first to hear about our newest promotions.
Hi, can I help you?
Oh, yes. I was looking to call in a reservation.
Okay, we do call ahead, so we don't take reservations.
Okay, I'm looking to bring in a large party.
How many in your party?
Well, it's just 3 of us, but we're all over 400 pounds.
Okay.
Now, will that be a problem for us to put 2 chairs together apiece?
Well, we only have 4 chairs.
4 chairs in the whole establishment?
1, 2, 3, 4 chairs, yeah.
There's no larger tables.
We do have larger booths.
Okay. Is there anything that I could squeeze my fat ass into?
Hold on, let me check.
I appreciate
Online, it's rough.
I'm trying to go, yo. That's why I brought it up. I don't know if I want to go.
I was watching
as well,
yesterday.
but
Bare knuckle stuff is crazy.
Yeah.
You can just hear the
crunch,
cracking.
The crunch of the.
I'm trying to go,
bad.
yo.
It's bad.
He said they're paying him like fucking. He said it's $15,000 just to make weight and step on. As soon as he steps on the scale and makes weight, they cut him a check for $15,000.
Sheesh.
And then after the fight, when you're back there seeing the doc getting fixed up or whatever, they cut him another check for $15,000. And if you have fight of the night,
How many times did he have to fight to get to that level, though?
I don't know. I'll ask him tomorrow. I'll see him tomorrow.
I don't think if you're gonna do anything, why bare
And if
knuckle,
they
though?
have fight of the night, they get
Oh, the
10
bare knuckle
grand
is
on
30?
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. And
it's like bare
if
knuckle.
he
how
if
many
he gets
fights you
fight of the
got in
night,
you with bare
you heard?
knuckles?
If he gets fight of the night, they hand him a 10 cash right there on the spot.
That's fine.
If he what?
If he gets fight of the night, like if they have the best fight of the night
So
and
you get
shit,
40,000.
him and whoever he fights, or just the winner. I don't know that detail. They give him
I'll
a
beat
whole
somebody
10
up for
grand cash.
30,000 though.
Nah, it's 40. Because if you get fight at night,
Yeah,
that's
that's
40.
if
So it's
you-
15 to
that's if
15,
you get-
and then fight at night.
That's
is
perception
40.
though.
Yeah, but you got to beat him up. Remember, this dude's gonna punch you hard
No,
as hell
but
too.
think about it. Like
This is a
there's
real
people-
fighter, just like you're
I'm
a
about
real
to
fighter. So are
I'm
they.
No, I'm not discounting them. What I'm saying is perspective on what people determine is the best fight. Meaning, like, there's some people that paid for pay-per-view,
Yeah.
wanted to see Tyson. He knocked him out first round. They were upset. They don't call that the best fight of the night.
Nah, that's true.
See what I'm saying?
I think it's the most
So the more
entertaining
drawn,
movie, the most
there
entertaining.
you go. So where another
They
person
just call
might-
it fight of the
But
night.
I
though.
will say it starts building anticipation of who's going to actually get past the first round with him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That kind of builds on its own
Right.
thing. That's the crazy thing, like with people.
Yeah.
We'll gravitate on like waiting for you to lose for the first time, waiting for you to win for the. Oh well, we start counting you out as a bum after a while, but
Not discounting
But
as
everyone
a
likes
bum.
a good comeback.
He's a
story.
bum, I tell ya.
Kim
that-
Kardashian.
So speaking of bare knuckle boxing or bare knuckle fighting, so Kimbo Slice's son is of age, old, like he's
I
fighting.
hope
now.
he fights better than Kimbo.
He said it in a video.
Kimbo's fucked people
like
up, though.
he said it. It's online. You can go look it up. He says, "I think I'm a better fighter than my dad." Like rest in peace to Kimbo Slice.
Right.
He says, "I'm a better fighter than my dad." Looks just like he looks like a skinny Kimbo. Got longer dreads.
I hope he's a better fighter than his dad. I mean, I'm not. So his
Slow
dad,
down.
I feel
You
like,
gotta slow
I
down.
feel like his dad only
That's what I'm
won
saying.
because he was just like.
No, he
just
won in bare knuckle
brawling.
boxing.
Yeah.
knocking
Well,
people
that's
out
what
the
I mean.
backyard.
Like, yeah, like in that
did
type
that
of a
shit when he-
situation, that's a big motherfucker, yo.
Kimbo?
He hit you,
Yeah.
you're gonna feel that shit.
But he was like 10 toes, bare knuckle brawling, beating you the
Yeah,
fuck up.
like that's
people
why
over
he
walls.
won.
But when he went into the UFC, that's when shit got a little
That's
dark.
what I'm
for
saying.
him.
Yeah, but he put up on a wave cap and shorts.
But
and
he still did his thing in the UFC though.
Eye socket, like
He still won some fights and shit.
He
It's not-
did?
Yeah. Kimbo didn't go in there and just get
I
knocked out.
mean,
in
he
one
might
fight.
beat me up, but I'm just saying, like it wasn't like I wasn't entertained.
He
like that.
he
Like,
got some.
I didn't know he took any
Yeah, he
dubs in
made
UFC.
some. Yeah.
No, he went.
Yeah,
he
he
went
just-
to the Ultimate Fighter and it was putting hands on people.
Yeah, he just at the end of the day he didn't fully adapt.
No.
Like the wrestling shit and his
How-
legs was weak.
'Cause
How did he
was a
pass?
stand-up.
I don't even remember.
He was a stand-up fighter. Like so, when they took him to the ground, he had no idea what to do
right.
because he was a backyard.
Yeah, but how did he
And
transition?
most fights end on.
I'm
the
asking.
ground.
Because everybody he got the recognition.
Nah,
No,
he's
I'm
asking how
saying,
did he
like-
die?
How
Oh,
did he pass?
How did he pass?
Yeah.
I think it was heart attack.
That's what I thought.
It was cardiac arrest, heart attack, something like that. So that's how he passed.
Yeah.
And he passed at I think in his late 40s, early 50s. So
I
he
want to say
passed.
late 40s, I think. But.
Yeah, so it was like late 40s. So he passed at a young age. But I mean, look at what he was doing. You know what I mean? At that age, he made a name for himself. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I'm sure there was
He was
steroids
in movies
involved, too.
with Michael Jai White. Like he was in
Yeah, he was
Blood
in
and
a-
Bone.
He went 5-2 and 0.
So he was in Blood and Bone. So he
he
made a
went
name
what?
for himself.
5-2 and 0.
Or at least in
Oh.
that fight. Maybe that's his last fight. He
That was
died
great.
June 26. Where is it? At the age of 42.
Yeah. So early 40s.
That's not far from us.
You know what I mean? So I think it
That's
was,
this year for me.
He's a legend in the backyard, though.
yeah.
Oh,
he's
most definitely.
whooping ass.
Most definitely.
Yeah, I
I
mean-
would fight Kimbo with gloves on before I would fight him without gloves on. Put it like that.
Yeah.
Because he'll fuck you up with no gloves on. That's just
He might beat your ass in there. With
He might. You're
them
right.
gloves,
I'm not
too.
saying he won't.
Yeah, he's beating my ass.
I'm saying that if I had to
You
choose,
said the
Pause.
if I had to choose,
Yeah.
I'm choosing gloves.
Who would you rather fight, Mike
if I had to
Tyson
choose, I'm choosing
or
gloves,
Kimbo?
too.
Kimbo.
Mike Tyson over Kimbo.
Kimbo.
I tell you this one. I just watched a video.
Have a ear missing and shit.
Y'all know who Larry Holmes is?
Yes.
Yeah.
So Larry Holmes got the opportunity to fight both Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson. He beat Muhammad Ali in the 10th round, but Mike Tyson whooped that ass.
Tyson's a whole
Because Muhammad
not
Ali,
a
But
being, you know.
to be fair, he was older.
he was older,
You know
but
what I'm saying?
but
Mike Tyson was like
I
still
tell you,
kind of more
but
fresh in the
Muhammad
game.
Ali was in the ring with Tyson, and he walked up to Tyson and told him something. Nobody knows what he said to Tyson. But Tyson, after whatever Muhammad
No,
Ali
Tyson
told
said
him,
it. He said, "Get this punk."
He said, and he whooped that.
He said, "Pretty much get this motherfucker for me."
Oh, Muhammad Ali
said it to Tyson
about Larry Holmes.
Yeah,
because
he's
was
like,
in
"Get
the
this
ring with-
motherfucker for
yeah,
me."
'cause he was in the ring with Tyson because I think he was retired at this point.
Yeah,
and that's when
And he
Mike
walked-
Tyson put the beats on him.
Whooped that ass smooth.
And gave him a legendary beating.
Yeah, because this was in I don't know what year this was because I know Muhammad Ali and Holmes fought in 1980, but I don't know when the rest of them fought.
It was Buster Douglas who beat Tyson's ass, right?
Yeah,
I think Buster Douglas did it in Evander.
Yeah, it was.
That's about it.
Evander's was a
Or
little
didn't
different.
whatchamacallit put hands on him too? What's that other dude's fucking name that started like? Was it not Riddick Bowe? No, was it Riddick Bowe?
Riddick Bowe is a fighter. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Riddick Bowe. I think Riddick Bowe did too. Riddick Bowe had the dreads, right?
No,
So
he was
do,
bald
do,
too.
Do you think?
No, who's the one that had the dreads? I think.
So
Lennox
y'all-
Lewis.
Lennox Lewis. I think
yeah.
put hands on him too.
So y'all grew up back then, right? Y'all got to see a lot of shit that people in my age group didn't get to see. So do y'all think boxing got easier as time went on, or did it get harder?
No, I think in some regards, boxers became more, as a lot of boxers sort of focused more on the technical aspect of it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like someone like Floyd that looked at things that like, all right, I'm going to control the clock.
So-
I know how many points I'm going to give up, how many points,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I
like
agree.
that's how they're planning on winning. If
They're
they
like
can-
actually boxing.
If
now.
they can knock you out in the
Y'all ready?
meantime, great. But I guess it's maybe all weight class
So
too.
Buster Douglas, fuck no one, Evander Holyfield, Lennox Lewis. No, there was 5. Danny Williams.
Who the hell is that?
And Kevin McBride are the 5 people that beat Tyson.
Sheesh.
That's it. In all 58 fights that he has 6 losses.
Right. So that goes in my next
5
segue.
losses.
So
Sorry,
that goes
5.
in my next segue. Think about how many fights they had back in the day. Like,
And unlike Mayweather, he fights.
So
You know what I mean? Like to be able to say that shit.
But so
Unlike Mayweather.
No,
Mayweather
so,
fights.
No,
but he
so
picks
even
his fights,
Tyson
he
says
fights
that
defensively and
Floyd
all that,
Floyd
like-
was is the
He's
greatest
the-
fighter
Yeah,
in the
no, I'm
last
not
100
taking.
years.
I know he's a good fighter. Like I'm not saying he's not.
He's not good. He's
I'm
great.
just okay. Yes, his numbers. I'm not.
You can't hit the guy.
Yeah,
I'm just saying that I think there's reasons that he has that record and you can't. Hit
Yeah,
him. I think because he picks
he's
who
good.
he fights and he
He
picks
picks who he
people that
fights.
he knows he can beat.
Slow down. Slow down.
He's never not took a
Slow down.
worthy challenge.
I'm not saying they're not worthy.
That's what you just said.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying
He said
just
they're all
'cause-
bums.
Just because you lose doesn't mean you weren't worthy.
No, that's not what I'm
Huh?
saying. No, you were just saying
I'm
that
saying
they're-
he picks people that he knows he can beat.
Who?
No, anyone that's
Every fight he's ever had because he's undefeated.
you're talking about. Look at
He
Pacquiao.
fought everybody. Legacy.
Yeah, he fought London's
talking about?
champ or England's
Like, what are you
champ.
talking about? He's fought everybody. Like
He
when you're
really
saying no,
has.
I'm saying seriously. You're saying he's picking people he know he can beat. Who's left? Who hasn't he fought? He fought Canelo, De La Hoya. What's the dude's name?
You
with the
can
light
argue De La
Okay,
Hoya
let me
was
Hold
rephrase
on, wait,
that.
but
then.
I'm just
Not,
saying.
Not that he picks people that he knows. he can
who's
beat.
the
He
dude with the
picks
light eyes with the
time
big head?
when he
Sugar
fights
Shane.
them.
Nah,
Mosley,
You
yeah.
know what you're reciting? Like you're reciting the hate websites that.
No, because I'm not a hater.
No,
That's
I'm not.
you're hating because
like,
you're
not
saying
I know the man is good at what he does.
They're
Like
not-
I'm not.
he fought
I'm not
everybody.
hating.
Yeah, dude.
He fought everybody.
I'm just saying I'm
You
not a
are
fan.
still
All I'm saying is
subliminally hating.
I'm not a fan because I don't like his methods. That's all I'm saying.
But
Not
that's
getting hit?
But that's boxing. If you really want
I
to
get. I'm not arguing.
No, I
Right.
get it.
I'm not
And
arguing
only
at
that,
all. Yo.
That's why he's able to last as many years and still be cognitively fucking functional.
You're
Making
correct.
millions of
You are
dollars still.
100% right. Like
Right.
like I said, I'm not discounting what he's
Right.
done
That's,
at all.
That's the rules of fighting. You might get knocked the fuck out while you're trying to do it. But
I'm just
you're trying
saying
not to
I
get hit.
prefer Tyson over Mayweather. I prefer Tyson's record over undefeated because I think to
'Cause
me
Tyson went in there,
Tyson
he's
gets
a
more
fucking-
respect to me because Tyson went in there and got
he
hit
lost?
and no
No.
because he went in there
Here's
and got
why.
hit and fought and fucking gave it his all.
No.
Mayweather was
Mike
smart
Tyson-
enough to
slow
not
down.
get hit.
Slow
And-
down.
You know what I mean? Like, I
Tyson
get
got
it,
hit
but
because he couldn't get out the way.
You're okay, but you're right. You're not wrong.
Mayweather
Tyson-
is
Tyson-
not getting hit because he knows how to get out the way.
And I'm not.
I'm not arguing,
And I'm not
like-
going to put words in Mike Tyson's mouth, right? Because I love Mike Tyson, right? But he will even tell you the same shit. I would imagine he would say the same shit.
I'm
It's
not arguing.
It's not
Like,
Tyson's record.
Who's better?
It's not Tyson's record.
I don't think either of them are better.
No, I'm saying
I
who's-
think they're different.
No, I'm not even talking about with Tyson. I'm saying
They're not
who's
even
better
the
than
same weight
Mayweather.
class.
I mean, if we're talking paperwork, like on paper, nobody, because he's undefeated. I'm not taking nothing from him at all.
I don't think he's the only undefeated boxer.
No, there's new undefeated boxers.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so I'm not talking record, but how many fights? And we could look.
And there
this
is
up, I'm not
nobody
sure.
other than newer boxers.
How many fights?
I think Rocky Marciano is undefeated.
He got the best record. But how many fights did Mayweather take in 1 year?
One.
I don't know. I'd have to look that up.
Right. Like, but everybody know how many.
He didn't
fights,
fight for 50 years though.
But how many fights did?
So he's
Tyson,
taking more than. Hold on, slow down.
I'm just saying.
He didn't fight for 50 years,
true.
so he didn't take one fight a year. Because he's 50 and 0.
No, I know. I'm exaggerating.
I will say there is some boxers that have super fucking high.
But
fight
we all know
counts.
how many fights.
because they fight every like
year.
fucking 2-3 months, like what they should.
Well, they're money hungry.
Well,
And the only thing they were doing was generating money from fighting. Mayweather has money coming in from so many different revenues.
well, not only that too.
Tyson
Like
was
he
just
also
whooping ass.
he was also champion for a long time. You know what I'm saying?
Technically, Floyd's whipping ass.
So
too,
Mayweather also being champion puts him at a different caliber.
Mayweather's technically always been champion because he hasn't been beaten.
So what I'm saying,
and he's
though-
whipping ass.
So what
I'm not disagreeing with
What
you.
I'm saying though, he's also held that. He's held that belt the longest.
Thank you.
He's held
That's
those
what I'm
belts the
saying.
longest. You know what I'm
Who?
saying?
I'm not a
Mayweather.
technical fighter.
And changed weight classes.
Right.
He's got belts like all over the place.
Again,
This guy's like tired of carrying
not
belts.
taking
Yeah.
yo,
He's
but
like,
salute to
take it.
Mayweather.
I'm not taking nothing away from Mayweather.
Slowly,
He was
slowly, you
whooping-
two are.
No,
not at all.
Mayweather was whooping ass in a technical way. Like he brought his
Just
own
not my
defense.
preference. That's it.
Mayweather brought his own defense to the game. Not taking nothing away
So,
from him. But Tyson was out here really whooping at a young age. He was whooping ass.
And I mean this is just the preference thing for me because I like it. You know exactly when the knockout's about to happen with Tyson.
So what if they're in the
Because,
same
like,
weight class?
He sets that left hook and it's a wrap.
What if they were in the same weight class?
I would love to watch the two of them fight.
I don't think Tyson could hit Mayweather.
I think
so. I don't
Mayweather
think
would
so
win the
either.
fight because of the way he fights.
Okay,
If they're in the same weight class, he might even knock him the fuck out.
If he hits him.
Good point. You don't think
Sugar Shane hits hard as hell.
You don't think Tyson hit Mayweather? That's probably a fact because Mayweather's defense.
Yeah,
but,
I'm not
But hear
arguing
me
that
out.
at
Hear
all.
me out.
No, Tyson catches him though.
If he did hit him,
Tyson
Thank you.
catches him, he's taking his head off.
If
It's
Mayweather
over.
dropped that defense,
But
I don't
that's
think
a- that's an if.
he could take his. I don't
Right.
think he could take
right.
a
If
Tyson
he
punch
can hit
at
him,
all.
he's
No.
taking his head off.
Yeah.
But it's a big if, yo. That's a big.
So you're
fucking
saying.
He dropped that defense. He's not taking.
Are
a
you
Tyson
saying?
punch.
Because let's listen to you guys.
that three-piece combo he
You're
got.
saying if Mike Tyson slid down to Floyd's weight, this would occur, and then you're saying if Floyd moved up to his weight, that he wouldn't be able to take a Mike Tyson punch. That's equivalent. He's taking Pacquiao
So
punches.
hold on, when you put
He's
it that
taking
way,
Sugar Shane.
I think
like
if
they're
Tyson,
hitting him
hold on. So I think if Tyson went
motherfuckers getting hit
down
hard, too.
for his weight class.
I think if
So now
Tyson
you're
went
taking
down to
Tyson-
meet Floyd, I think if Tyson went down to meet Floyd, it would be an awesome fucking fight. I think if Floyd went up to meet Tyson, then yes, I do think he probably could take a hit. But the question would be, like we said, would Tyson hit him?
because he takes hits now. You guys. Are like
I think that's what I'm saying. I think
No,
it
I've seen
depends
him,
on, like
yeah.
you said, how the weights
Oh,
happen.
he takes hits. That's why I said I'm not taking nothing away from him because his defense is legend. You know what I mean? He got his own defense in the game. You know what I mean? So, but
Well, he
like,
did learn
Tyson
it
was
from-
in a
from his
in a
dad.
league of his own.
he's literally beating everybody. Like everybody that everyone was scared of, he beat him.
Even McGregor.
But hold on. But did Mayweather
McGregor.
fight the people that beat Tyson?
Huh?
What?
Did Mayweather fight the people that have beaten Tyson?
He couldn't have fight them
because
Right.
they're different years.
So you can say it's Tyson going
Yeah,
down
but
to
listen,
or being.
I'm gonna show you the difference.
So if you remove those people out of his record,
No, because you guys kill me with this.
he'd
So,
be undefeated too.
Mayweather has taken every challenge and came out on top, right?
100%.
Mike Tyson doesn't have that story.
But
Hold on. He's taken every challenge and has 5 losses.
Mind you, I'm a huge
And hold
Tyson
on.
fan.
You want to know the joke? You know who he has those losses to? Technical boxers. Lennox.
Good point.
Evander. This is his weakness.
right, that's why he's like pound for pound.
Yeah, but you can go pound for
But
pound don't work
technicality-
against somebody who knows how to actually
Right.
fight.
No, I know, but technicality. But
Like, you doing all this.
That's why I said
Right.
if Mayweather dropped that defense, he don't stand a chance.
But he won't.
Why would he drop the defense? Tyson's already lost to technical boxers. He doesn't have to drop his defense.
But again,
his defense is better than the two that he
I
lost.
don't think Mayweather's fought anybody that's as aggressive as Tyson is.
Pacquiao.
Yeah, dude.
But he doesn't have the power Tyson.
Canelo?
You gotta
They don't have the power Tyson
All right,
does.
listen though.
For that weight.
You either have to be bringing
He's
Tyson
bringing that
down to
shit
his
and
weight,
he's strong as
but you
fuck,
either have
yo.
to bring Tyson down to his weight or bring Floyd up to Mike Tyson's weight. Though you can't.
This is true
Because
they can't
it's
fight
a
at the weight
whole
they're at
different
now.
ball game.
I agree.
You bring Mike Tyson down, his punches may not. They'll probably be still wicked hard for that fucking weight class.
might not be as strong. You're
but,
right.
But again, I guarantee you, Pacquiao and other fucking punchers are punching fucking hard.
Mike
So-
Tyson at that
and-
weight class
and-
will not land his moves on Mayweather.
And Floyd got hit with some fucking hard ass
Yeah.
hits, so it's not like he's never taken a hit. And he's had some shaky moments,
And
but even
Tyson's-
the shaky moments were barely shaky moments.
Right. And Tyson's lost to less technical boxers than
Oh,
Mayweather.
for sure. Like I said.
Less technical. They're technical.
Yeah.
But they're not Mayweather.
So
No, not at all.
I mean, I think you make a good point. Like prime Mike Tyson would definitely be a challenge for Floyd.
He's sitting there.
But like I said, you got to talk about last fight. Yeah, I mean, he still won the fight against Conor, though.
Yeah, he beat Conor. He got him.
Yeah, he did exactly what he said he was going to do.
Prime Tyson would whip out primetime Floyd.
He's got to catch him now.
Primetime Floyd? No.
Like what years?
Like
Well,
that's
that Conor fight was
and that's
trash.
another. So here we go again. So this is another thing that I don't know if everyone's paying attention. Floyd only got better as time went on. Mike didn't.
So he
Like, so when you're talking about
Mike found a formula that worked.
So
and
what
just stuck
prime
with it.
time are we talking about when we're talking about
He's
Floyd?
talking about
'Cause
young and in shape. That's what he means.
You talking about when he was like
I think-
not doing much?
I think when he was in his prime was when he fought Mosley.
Floyd?
When he fought Mosley.
How is it his prime when the
because-
dude has no losses? His whole entire career is a prime.
But this was
you guys are not. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well,
like, there's no prime for somebody who doesn't lose.
This is when I say
He's even winning in exhibitions.
Hear me out. Yeah, but those are.
It's, what I'm telling you is he's not losing nothing.
No, but
he's not even losing money.
But this is why I say he was in his prime, right?
Nah, he's
because
rich
you
as
remember,
fuck,
You
yo.
remember the fight with Mosley, right? Mosley did some slick shit.
Yeah, he hit him a couple times. Hit him
Right. So this is because he was so smart back then that he learned the book. So this is what made him more dangerous. This is what made Floyd more dangerous because he learned the book of boxing.
And then he got more and more dangerous and more dangerous.
Right.
And he took on bigger competitors.
It's not how long he stayed dangerous. It's when his prime was, and his prime was when he became more dangerous because he learned the book of boxing against Mosley. When he caught him with that shit, he knew exactly when to catch.
A prime is a streak. That's what primes are considered. When you look at a specific streak of wins or accomplishments, is when someone's in their prime.
Yeah, but that's when
his never went the other way.
That's when he showed it.
Like, what are you guys talking about?
But that's when he showed it. I think that's
You
when
guys
he showed
gotta
it
relax.
personally.
Yeah, dude, you can't. He's kind of right.
Mayweather is an anomaly.
What year would you
But
say
I agree with
Mayweather's
you.
prime is? All
There's
of
no
it.
there's never a backslide. He
So
even
like
went
I
and got
said,
hair.
I agree with you. I'm not a fan of
He was
watching him
bald
box.
and now he has hair.
Yo,
He said he went and got hair.
He said
and
stop
still
it.
didn't
He
lose.
got money. Santa Claus.
He said stop it. Six.
He got money. He's gonna get a full wig right now.
City, I'm telling you, Floyd's the truth. Because some
Yeah,
people
I
got
gotta
skill
agree.
and some people have a gift. Floyd's got a gift.
Oh yeah, he got.
Dude,
he's got
all
a
the
gift.
things that he's
Morpheus.
thinking in the ring at the same time and orchestrating them all pretty much out to exact plan. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy, dude. That's actually because you think about it, fighting's fighting, but it is a game of chance. You could just get caught with that left, no matter how good you are.
And somehow that never happens with him.
So to know that he executes his plan every
That's
single
because he
time,
stays
that-
so far away from all his opponents they can't reach him.
Nah,
right?
No.
What are you gonna do? Absorb the hits?
No.
You ain't Rocky.
Like I said,
Just get-
You see what happened to Rocky. You've seen what happens to all the
over.
boxers that run
Yeah,
in
they
and
get
just
punch drunk.
Right. He's still sharp
and
as
they,
a whistle.
and they end up with blemishes on their records.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, what are you doing this for? You doing this to win or doing this to fight? 'Cause
Unless
you-
you're Tyson, because Tyson's not punch drunk at
Mayweather.
all.
No, he's beating the fuck out of you. But but the
Yeah,
thing
what?
about no, he really is.
Yeah,
but
No, I'm agreeing.
Like I said, I love Tyson.
But it led to his demise, or his demise of his career in that.
And like
Not
I
to
said,
change the subject, but
and
on
I
the
don't
same
feel.
shit.
Well, hold on. The last thing again. I
Yeah.
can't put words into Tyson's mouth, right? But I'm pretty sure he would say the same thing as what we're saying.
Do you think Tyson?
I'm pretty sure.
Tyson
Yeah.
really punched homie in Hangover, like like when they were really filming this shit. You think he really punched him?
No.
Tyson would kill him.
Yeah, he'd break his neck. He'd break my neck.
So, all right.
Yo,
So
that
shit would
scene
turn
cracked
around.
You have to
every
devise
time,
a
bro.
plan once you, because that's the thing. People have taken his punches, like they hurt, but people have done
Yo, the last time he fought, what did he fight? It was Holyfield, right?
Who?
it. He said it was like hitting
The
a
exhibition shit. The last
Tyson?
time he fought, yeah, a
No,
couple years
No,
ago.
he fought Roy Jones.
Oh,
Roy Jones.
Roy Jones. Yeah, I remember he was at the interview.
Yeah.
He told his stomach.
Roy-
He's like,
Roy
I wouldn't
said
do
no.
it
He said,
again.
no, I'm not doing
He said,
it again.
"Nah, I'm all set.
No.
Tyson's like, yeah, I'm ready for another one. Let's go. And he's like, nah.
Nah, it wasn't.
I'm all
it
good.
wasn't even that. It's everybody was asking Roy Jones how he was doing. He was like, "Yo, Roy Jones ain't fought in like 5 years." He's like, "I ain't fought in 15. Why ain't anybody asking me how I'm doing?"
Yeah.
He's like, "What the fuck is
Tyson-
going on?" He's like, "I ain't
Tyson's
fought in so
hilarious.
long." Because exactly.
'Cause we know.
that in alone.
love Tyson,
That
yo.
alone says a lot.
Yo, the
I'm a
individual,
huge Tyson fan.
the individual
bro. Like,
Tyson has become as well.
Yeah,
is like,
that's why I love him so much.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
that's
actually
awesome.
really dope. He's like a dope dude.
he's on a level that not many in this
He's
world can
secure.
ever be on.
He's not
And
a
not
Ken.
only
Right.
that,
He's not
but,
Ken.
Like
Yeah,
if you
he's
do
just-
have a
he don't
problem
give a
with it,
fuck.
he'll knock you the fuck out
Right.
anyways.
But-
so how can you not? Be
That's the
secure?
shit too, yo. That I love about.
Like, oh, you don't like it? Come here.
I love watching his podcast.
I was literally about to say that. He'll
He'd be
say some
saying
crazy shit, and I'm
He'd be
like, you're just-
and,
and just
they'd be
look
like,
at you.
yeah, I know what you're saying. He's like, no, you don't. And they're just like,
Yeah, I've seen him.
Because everybody knows
I'll say
what
this.
Tyson will
I'll say
do.
this.
He told Boozy he had homophobic issues because he's probably something deep inside of
called-
himself he needs to work on.
I-
He said that to Boozy. I'm paraphrasing, but he basically was
Right.
like saying like, you got to check yourself if you're worried about all that, man.
I'll say
Tell
this.
to Boozy.
I'll say
Boozy,
this.
wow.
I'm not.
Boozy's like, nah,
I
Mike.
know y'all don't like this word in this podcast currently, but I will say this, and I'm not paraphrasing. He called Eminem a nigga. He said, "Yo, you a nigga."
Eminem was on his show.
Who Tyson
Yeah.
did?
You didn't see that interview?
Nah.
Eminem. He brought Eminem onto hotboxing.
He did.
yeah, I seen that.
Yeah.
I just don't remember that part. But
Oh,
yeah, not
He
that it
said.
didn't
He
happen.
said, and he made. Eminem not a guy to laugh. He is not the guy to really laugh at much. And he made Eminem laugh by saying that. He said, "Yo," he said, "You a nigga." He's like, "By everything you went through, growing up in Detroit, the trailer park, having to grind for whatever it is you went through." He's like, "Yo, he's like, you a nigga." Lisping off. Say you was a nigga.
Yo, you gotta relax.
Yo, Mike Tyson's the only man in the world that can walk around with that lisp and still be confident.
Yeah,
like
because
go ahead, say something.
you know
about
why?
it.
It's not even that
I'll
bad.
give you one.
Yeah,
It's not even that bad.
It's not that bad, but you know his last recent, he beat somebody up on the airplane. You seen that?
I heard about
he
it.
whooped
Yeah.
somebody's ass on the airplane
Yeah, he
because the
did.
guy wouldn't leave him alone. And
He kept trying to get a picture with him.
He did nothing. He whooped that ass on the airplane.
Yeah, he beat the
Damn,
fuck out of
And
him.
went back to
man.
his seat and sat down.
Yes,
and nothing,
he did.
nobody did nothing.
But he didn't get in trouble neither because there's
No.
footage of dude like constantly badgering him.
Right.
And Mike's like, "Yo, leave me alone, bro.
See, yo,
Like,
Tyson-
I'm trying
No,
to chill."
Mike is probably the most gangster person on the planet.
But you can see Mike saying this shit to
No,
him. He's like,
I'm
"Stop."
telling you
He
right
really
now,
is,
the
though.
moment that you can kick somebody's ass and even authorities are all set,
Yeah.
authorities like, you know what, we're just gonna let this one slide.
Right.
We're good. Dude, pass me the peanuts, bro.
Yeah.
They never chill.
Because they went back and looked at the shit and they were like,
Instead they
"Yo,
go, what did he do? They're like, yeah, what did he do?
hey, you must have fucked up, bro."
Right.
Yeah, man.
Tyson sat down and said,
They probably arrest the other guy.
They were like, "What did you do?" Instead of what did he do,
Dumbass.
they said, "What did you do to make him
Right.
punch you?"
We told you not to fuck with him.
That's what I'm
Wow.
saying. Tyson sat back down and somebody went by with a car and said, "You want coffee, water, or tea?" After he finished whooping the ass. Like, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
you want chicken or fish?
You're all right. You watch it right. That's what
Because
I'm saying.
everybody saw it the whole time, like from
And did
the
nothing.
waiting room to get on the plane to the whole shit to getting
you
on the
two
plane.
yentas
This
stop
dude is
chatting
on
it up
him, yo.
over
Like,
there?
give me a picture.
What'd you
Join
call
in
them?
a what?
What'd you call them?
Yentas.
And Mike kept me
Yentas?
like,
What
"Yo,
does that
leave me
mean?
the fuck alone, bro."
That's crazy.
And finally,
Hey.
That's the word, Negrease. That's crazy.
So,
To
so
just-
let me bring it back. Let me rewind it a little bit, right? So, you
That was a
mentioned
horrible
something about the mixed thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then, so you said mixed people. I don't fully remember what you said, but so let me ask you this: Is it
I was gonna ask what side you identify.
Is it situation and circumstance that defines somebody?
So I
or
also- I think
or
it's-
pays a benefit into defining
It can. It can, but at the end of the day, that buffer is genetic.
Buffer.
So what I was gonna say, right, was
She got to buy me a drink first.
You know what a buffer is, right? A buffer keeps the dude hard. In
No, that's
porn,
a
in
fluffer.
porn.
Niggering right
That's
now.
a
One
fluffer.
second.
Oh yeah, it is.
Fluffer.
Yeah, my bad. My
See,
bad.
you trying to be extra, it didn't even work.
Damn.
Fuck. Not fluffing.
So
Well, what's worse, the
And
fact that he tried
I think
that
you
or
can call
we
it a
do
buffer
really
too,
into
though.
it?
You can
So-
call it a buffer, though.
and well, I say that to say
I think
this,
I'm right. I think I'm still
Because
right.
Me being mixed,
He's gonna look anyways.
me being in the situations because you were there,
Mhm.
me being in the situations and
Nah,
circumstances
it's
that I was
fluffer.
in, and my mother being who my mother was, but my mother
That's
is
two.
white.
That's one.
You know what I mean? She's white as
Tonight.
Christmas late.
One.
She's Polish, 100%.
Just that
You know what I
one.
mean? But she grew up in them some situations and circumstances.
I think you're gonna
because-
say circumcision.
well, I'm not gonna.
Totally redeem myself.
So she grew up in them situations
even not
and
laugh.
circumstances. Because she grew up. Everybody, if you're from Springfield, you know what Bergen Circle is.
Right.
Yeah.
She was in Bergen Circle for fucking 12, 14 years. She was there. She was in the shit.
But what exactly are you saying?
I'm just saying. So like you saying like white people don't understand, or maybe mixed people just a buffer. So my question to you is it situations and circumstances that?
Well, how is
can
the
play a
you
part?
have to look at
And
the
what is the
incep-
circumstance?
Well,
Because
before we
you don't
get
have to be
there,
in the hood.
I guess
before we
the-
get
I
there,
guess the
before,
other
hold
extreme,
up,
too.
before we get there,
different
get to
levels.
the inception,
The-
or at least our inception of the inception of how
The
mixed
exception
race.
is what I'm getting at.
Let's get to the inception of the mixed race.
Okay.
From what we were taught.
Right.
Or
How
bring it
did you
back to
guys
that
come
shit.
about?
How did
Say that again. How did
the
what?
children, me, my sister, and my brother come
No,
about?
no, no. How did the inception of mixed children come about? From what we were
The
taught.
chemistry.
That go, yeah. Jungle Love. I don't.
Jungle Fever?
Yeah.
Jungle Fever.
That was
Jungle
that's
Love.
not.
No, I'm just making a
That's
joke.
not how we were taught. We were taught that it was taken.
That,
and
well,
those
yeah.
children.
Yeah.
Well,
And
yeah,
those children
because it literally
back in
was.
those days. back
And where did those?
So I'm
hold
thinking
on.
the opposite.
Right. And where did those children go after they were had?
In the
In the
house.
house.
See, you know what's
Right.
crazy though? You know what's crazy? From birth, any of the people that I know that were mixed were black fathers and white mothers.
Yeah. It goes
You know what I
both
mean?
ways.
Yeah, I'm just saying the people I knew.
Yeah,
off
it
the
can.
rip- off
So
the rip.
now there's a buffer naturally because that child that's growing up in that house
Right.
has an affinity for who they're seeing and who they're with
In what
on a
house?
regular basis.
In what
And doesn't have the
No,
same struggles.
Not to put it like that, but like for the people watching, like what?
Oh, they know what house I'm talking about. So on the plantation,
Yep.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, they know what's up.
when the white man went out to the field, hypothetically,
Okay, that house.
and
Right.
chose a woman that he wanted, he took it, knocked her up.
Okay.
She had a child, and they brought that mixed child in the house. That child didn't stay out there on the field.
Right. I grew up.
The house
I grew
became
up
a
in the
house
in the
and
reverse.
So
Solid.
I'm showing you
Or that
that
person.
Right.
that's called genetic knowledge,
Yep.
right? It's called intuit knowing. So that generations went on. That trauma stayed in that blood,
Yep.
going all the way until we got to other variations of the same beings. So I'm saying that we all share different stories in our DNA.
Yep.
So we can't help how we see things based off of our genetic code. So I'm saying a mixed child will naturally have the two
Whoa.
sides of the
Right.
coin. You can't even dispute that. So when conversations like this are had, you guys will try to bring up
No.
alternate.
But they can't help it.
No. Well,
That's my
they have
point.
both
No,
it's
sides.
not.
no.
It's not good, bad, or indifferent.
Right, right.
It's that's a thing.
Right. It's just
I-
a fact.
It's not that I can't help it. It's I want to see both sides because I am
No,
both.
but
Because
what
you're
he's
both
saying-
sides. I'm saying you can't even help it.
He's saying
Right.
You can't help it.
I want to see it because
but
I don't know
but
about
listen,
that.
but a
I do
black
too.
dude.
I don't want to be biased
But listen,
because I want to see both sides.
But a black
like
dude
the
that's not
Italians.
mixed.
But
like,
I am also Polish, so it's like.
but listen, but a black dude who
Did you-
doesn't have
were
a
you raised in
parent
that culture?
that is another race would just ride it out.
Right.
You got that. That's the buffer.
Well, he's saying,
and there's nothing wrong with that. You should
see
defend
both sides, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
He's just saying it's a fact.
Yeah, but sometimes
but
sometimes you seeing both sides skews the original point.
It skews both points.
Right.
The original point, which is the facts.
But it's and this goes
Yeah,
back to
but the facts are different for both sides.
In what way?
What I mean is, so when he's seeing it from the black side, there's these facts, and when you see it from the white side, there's still the same facts, but they're seen differently. Be like you're saying, because they're both, you know what I mean? He sees both sides. Not saying that.
Like he sees differently and he sees differently.
Yes.
They don't say.
Right, but you know,
They don't say.
but do you know exactly why he sees differently?
Because he's got both genetics in it.
And the half
both genetic memories.
So hold on. So the first time motherfucker was ever recorded ever being used was an 1889 trial of Levy versus State, where witnesses describe a defendant being called the goddamn motherfucking bastardly son of a bitch, and that's like
What
the
the
first
hell?
time it's ever been
that
like
sounds crazy.
known, like that they know of.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
So check this out though. So the half of you that plays
World
the
War
half of
II.
you that plays devil's advocate actually hasn't shared the same traumas generationally. Now your mom personally has gone through whatever she's gone through personally, but in her blood,
No, yeah, right. But
she doesn't have those.
And this is why I bring up situations and circumstances, because in the DNA, in the blood, in the in the genetics, in the ancestries, we haven't. Well, like I said, I'm Polish, so.
And Russian.
And your mom's the Polish and Russian, right?
Yeah. So
Right.
yes,
So that
so
means
yes,
there's
you have,
blood
but
there's
being
DNA
white,
memory there too.
But being white
with the Polish and shit.
But being white,
persecuted
I guess
just as much.
But
you're, you know what I mean?
What I'm saying too, though.
But living high off the hog.
But you know what you got to think of though? His mom, I
Bro,
think it's fair
they
to
had
say.
farmland.
So hold on.
Polish and Russian? Yeah.
Your mom actually.
So hold on though.
Yeah, my grandparents did own a farm. But
and where'd that come from? And then so we don't have that.
No,
We forget to do that. When we get something, we hold on to it.
There's one thing to think about though that his mom more than likely went through, right?
No,
Is she also had to share in the grief of that happening to her man, his father.
Yeah.
She still had to share.
She didn't.
But she still had to share the fucking shit of him
I'll
getting
tell
locked
you-
up or facing that, him coming home and have dealt with that. She had to at least share in that with him to
tell
help
you-
help him cope.
You're right, but
so,
but
so
in
at
their
least, I'm
instance-
just saying in that regard, she at least has some experience with that suffrage because she had to be there. You know what I'm saying?
No, but her having her experience doesn't.
It doesn't. I'm not saying it compares.
No, not that. It doesn't alter the way he processes things.
I'll tell you this much. I don't know when they came to the States, but I do know when my grandmother and my grandfather were born. One was born in 1919. The other was born in 1921.
Yeah. Mine were born in 1913.
I don't know when they came to the States, but I do know if they stayed in Poland long enough,
Yeah.
it wasn't a good time.
Wasn't a good time, right? But let me show you something. When we came here, we couldn't get land.
It was never a good time.
I don't even know. So,
No, and I
but
understand
listen,
that.
so no matter what the Irish and the Polish went through and the Jews went through, when they came, somehow they acquired land.
Somehow,
I don't understand it.
because they had the skin. And
That's my point. So
Right,
what
right.
I'm so listen. Now generationally, you grow up with that. Even though you went through whatever you went through, I had to leave Poland
Right.
because of da 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 da. You still had land, so you have the children on that land. They grow up knowing that land. They have the trauma from the parents, but they also inherited that land.
Yeah, it's like 'cause
that
even
foundation.
Even when shit was over after the Civil War and y'all were given land, it still was fucking contested and taken from. And,
Oh, you talking about like
and even in the
what Seneca
30s,
Village and
even
all
like
that?
I think in the 30s and
Tulsa,
whatnot,
Oklahoma, and
I think even 30s,
Black
y'all
Wall
when y'all had
Street.
your own communities, right? Oh,
Yeah.
actually, y'all were doing
But
great.
that
We
wasn't given.
Literally bombed it.
But we
segregation is what or
literally
abolishing.
fucking bombed it.
But we bought it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, y'all still at least. Even I'm just saying, even when you had to acquire, however
It was
you
taken.
had, we still fucked it up.
Yeah, it was taken.
Again, my
I'd say-
family wasn't fucking really here for that shit.
So now that's
that makes
just
sense.
one aspect
Yeah.
of it. The other aspect of it is that now it creates indecisiveness with you guys.
Yes, but I do understand both halves, and that was my next point. Is that not to say that no one else works harder for it, but from my experience, growing up, I've known my father to have 4 to 6 properties. I know my brother currently has properties in other countries in this country. So I say that to say this, that Caribbean men, or not even Caribbean men, but Caribbean people, when they come from where they come from, they work hard. I'm not discrediting nobody else. I'm not creating a disagreement or argument.
Just talking about what you know.
I'm just saying this is from my own experience and knowledge. I see the work ethic because, and this could be genetic, DNA, generational, whatever you want to call it, because they come from nothing, they work harder to gain something.
Do you work as hard as them?
I do. And
you feel like you work as hard as
not
the
as
Caribbean
hard,
men that you know?
Not as hard, but I'm coming up, and because I say that to say this.
But I was going to show you something.
Mm-hmm.
You will struggle working as hard as them. You could still attain what they have, but you'll find another way. The work ethic will not be as hard as them. You know why? Because half of you has been granted stuff that's in your blood. So it allows a certain relaxation.
Which is my name.
Like, what do you mean?
My name, literally my name.
Yeah, you'll get looked at. If you get looked
if
at
you
in
look
the
at
list
my
of
first
name,
name?
My first name is Nathan.
The whole name.
My first name is Nathan.
But you're saying that's what it means?
But
Or-
I'm just saying this is my when
If
you
they
want to talk
see
about
his
like what
Polish ass last name on an
my first
application,
name is Nathan.
he's getting considered.
My last
completely
name is
different.
Miklosewicz. That's a white ass name.
Yeah.
And then I walk into that motherfucker and they see this brown guy who looks Spanish that's black. Come on, you know what I mean? But that's what I've been granted. But I'm not saying I don't work hard as anybody else in my family, because a lot of people in my family work hard. But when they see me, it's like I'm not, and I work in a field where white people are granted a lot more privileges than brown and black people. I do, and I see it, but that doesn't discredit, and it makes me work harder, because I know people in my field of work that haven't, and you know how many times I've left, you know how much time I left outside and go outside the country.
Listen,
These
get this
people
man a
only-
tissue.
I'm no, fuck out of here. But these people haven't left as much as I have, and that brings me to say this.
I think you have more sacrifice.
I do.
I don't look at it as more work.
But it's
because
more, sacrifice. But sacrifice and work can sometimes go hand in hand.
They can, but I'm gonna separate them right now due to the fact that a person could work hard and feel like they're working hard, and a person could be working hard and it doesn't even feel like work. Right?
Yeah.
A sacrifice is when you're actually putting everything on the line for whatever reason that you're putting
So
it on
I
the
don't
line.
believe that you're working if you're enjoying it.
What?
You mean like there's
It's not work if you enjoy it.
No, then you got to get out of whatever you're
It's
doing.
not work.
No, it's work.
Because you're
it's work.
enjoying it. It's now fun.
Well, you know what they say. It's like
Well, yeah, no, I agree with you. But what I'm saying is, so he enjoys his job. So although the sacrifice for him is where he's using it as he works hard, because he's putting the sacrifice where they're not sacrificing, they're just working hard. Or they might beg to differ. They might be like, oh, well, I'm losing time with my family, so they look at it as a sacrifice. But he's sacrificing. He's putting his life on the line to go where he's going.
But the passion's there.
Like literally putting his life on the line.
No, yeah, I know.
So
Man, he's washing the trucks.
I wish I was
I'd
watching
fucking
trucks.
That's hilarious. Could you imagine them out there?
I got well, I did watch trucks.
Getting
but that's
there all
besides the
deep
point.
black.
I got videos saying otherwise, but that's also.
Yeah, I'm just fucking
So
with
I
you.
say that
You
to
ain't
say
gotta
this
prove
while
anything.
we're still on the show.
See, that's ego. You gotta let that ego go.
Well, I'm young, so I'm still figuring that out.
True.
But I say that to say this, gentlemen.
He's half and half.
This,
You read what
this-
City?
Good night.
You read what City said?
City.
Yeah, he said coming from a West Indian and black man. One, if you're born in here, you have to work hard because you not. Oh, if you're born in Yard, you have to work hard because you're not a citizen. Then you're also black. You're starting minus 200 yards.
Wait, he's talking-
Versus being black and born here, where you only minus 100 yards.
That's a bar. That's a fucking bar.
Some shit right there.
The white guy would punt it.
Coming from city is real.
You heard?
City is real.
You heard, Sick? The white guy would punt it.
The real city is a real Caribbean.
It's funny because I argued with Justin about this whole mixed thing for 1,000 years, like the other day. Like to the point.
You don't see it. You don't see it like that.
I was telling him like, yo,
With Justin,
you're
arguing
never
was
gonna
just
see
like
what I'm.
1,000
And it
years
wasn't
old.
even about him. It turned into about him because I was talking about. We had like this whole conversation about black and white women with a black woman and a bunch of men, and this woman would not give in. She was
To what?
basically
Give in to what?
Why black men date white women.
What was she saying?
She was saying because black women don't feel protected,
Oh,
so the
I
black
heard this,
man
yeah.
doesn't have the patience to put up with what her traumas, so he ends up dating a white woman. So I
Okay.
brought that to Justin, and Justin's like, "That's not why I'm with a white woman." I said, "No, you're with a white woman because you're a black and white man." So he couldn't see that. You know what I mean? And that turned.
So
into
you
this
think
whole,
if he wasn't mixed, he wouldn't?
I'm
be
saying
with
he
us?
can't even tell his story because he don't count. He's with a white woman, so he doesn't know. He's never dated a black woman. He's the only one that he's been with long enough is a white woman, so he doesn't know what we're talking about. And then he's black
That's
and white.
valid.
So you think it's cool. Like, you're going to be like, yo, no, my white woman goes through stuff too. Yeah, of course. She goes through what y'all go through, but y'all bump heads on the experience that's shared. This black woman is bringing on generational trauma. And then she doesn't even recognize that's there, and then we have to be there for that. And where our problem is, we're the Kens in the Barbie world, where she don't give a fuck about our traumas. She's worried about us fixing her and caring about her. And then that comes out in aggression.
But I will also say though, they all have trauma.
Yeah, you sound like Justin.
No, I'm not saying that there's. I understand that there's levels to it, or
A
whatever.
black woman and a white woman is a big difference.
all women have trauma.
I'm not
is what he's
comparing the trauma by any means. That's not what I'm saying.
You said drama.
Drama or trauma is what I actually meant to say, because it's they all have some type of experience. In my experience, that holds them back. No matter what it is, dude. You know, again, I'm not comparing the level of it by any means. But I feel like almost if they didn't, like women, for a lot of, maybe all the women I know, they didn't have that. They have something else that's, generally speaking, something that's a trial and tribulation. You know, some life experience that they're, or something they have to deal with, whether it's cellulite or, you know, whatever, dude. Like,
no, that's security issues, though.
But I feel like that's generally speaking.
Nah,
again,
a black household is off the chain, nigga. I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah, I can't say I've ever.
Like, it's off the chain.
Predominantly, like, lived in that scenario. I've been a part of it and seen it. But
That's what I was saying earlier.
But the message of the whole entire thing that the black woman was trying to convey to the black men that were having a conversation, because here's the kicker, right? I'm the only one that's considered to be with the black woman, me and Matt. Like, she's black and white.
She's mixed too.
She's black, but her father's black, so it goes by. I'm just telling you how it goes by the system.
So I feel like you're in the same boat as Justin.
What?
How am I in the same boat as you? I'm not with a. I'm not with a white woman.
She's white, but your woman is mixed. That she's still white.
She's a black woman. She
Why?
even identifies as black.
See, that
what do
was
you
my question.
identify?
That was my question, but that I was going to bring up earlier. What?
They're the same
what
mix,
side?
aren't
They're
they?
the same mix. So how do you choose?
Black.
Why?
It goes by the father. I'm telling you what genetics say. Like the actual doctors.
Honestly, it's not just the father for me, but I'm only speaking for myself.
Right.
I'm only speaking from, you know, me and my own
Let me hold
opinion.
up before we get into that. Let me finish the message, because there was a message
right.
to the whole thing, and then we'll get into all this semantic shit.
There always is.
So the message was this: that the black woman that was speaking was basically saying that women need to feel protected, and that was the bottom line. And then once you can,
old man Justin.
So you're not even listening.
I am listening. I was just responding to his.
That's where any household falls short, is when that woman doesn't feel protected. And protection comes in many ways than just physicality. And that was the grand message. When they feel, because black women deal with abandonment issues, because you guys keep saying it's all the same. It's not. But there's more black households that don't have fathers than white households. Right? So the black woman typically that doesn't have the black man in the house, you have to deal with all that comes with that. So as soon as she forms a little bit of independence, she doesn't know how to respond to you trying to take whatever control because there hasn't been anybody there implementing that to her. So her having to be the strength, the rock, and the one to hold shit down, she's fearful, and you need to kind of like reassure her that you can protect her as well. And that's what the message was. And then it went into this whole other shit. And Justin always turns into some other shit.
All right, so let's do a word association now, right?
Yeah.
So I say a word, and then you say the first word that correlates with that, right? So I'll start it off, right? Bitch.
Nigga.
Ass.
Female dog.
No, they're not playing.
You're not playing.
All right. You guys playing word association?
Chatting.
Go ahead.
They're,
Chat.
No, we're talking about this topic.
they're,
Because I tried to put a word in and it wasn't happening for me.
Got you.
So,
wasn't happening.
yeah, y'all talk too damn much.
Sorry.
Little story.
It's a podcast.
All right,
We're supposed to.
You next.
Not over each other.
Barbie's
Thank you.
World.
All right, word association.
No, we let the men have their
Every
say.
time it happens, I'm gonna just show
shit.
y'all because y'all think it's a man's world, but I'm gonna show you that
It is a man's world.
It's not actually.
Okay.
Not.
It's fictitious. It's like it's like a simulation actually.
Because niggas do everything for bitches, though, right?
So
yeah,
one way or another.
X crowd's crazy.
Yo.
Not everything. It's not like they can't do it for
That shit
themselves.
was loaded as hell. That's why I say a fucking word.
So much going on right now.
It's a simulation.
That whole statement was loaded as fuck,
It
yo.
was. Indeed.
Yeah, yo, for real. What? All right. So
Word association.
So word
Go ahead,
association.
Frank, take the floor.
I already started.
Take the floor.
It's on Nate.
All right. So I'll do. I'll say morning.
Bitch equals weak. Ooh. Ooh.
Day.
Hangover.
One. This guy's throwing curveballs. It's all right, you. Don't look at me.
Yeah.
2.
That was. I didn't know we were doing all that.
You said day. I said one. Day one.
Right. No. Okay.
Yeah, you think you're day one? That's a fact.
Beginning.
And
middle.
Beginning.
Ass.
What?
Nigga.
Minded.
Set. Your mindset.
Stop.
Please.
I always
Go.
I'm a Jamaican woman.
Home.
Chill out. Not too much.
Now.
No, that's something different. That's
what?
Yeah,
that's run on
I'll
sentence.
remember that.
That's what that is.
Yeah,
We can do that after.
So funny.
It's a- bitch
I haven't seen
equals
him in
weak.
years. He's still.
He trying to cook in the background.
We don't try, we do.
All right. I know.
One.
You give the word.
Back.
Scratcher.
Stroke.
Again.
The backstracker strokes again.
But that's a run on again.
Yeah, no, we're just doing.
But I was thinking back again.
But that's the other game, though, is run on sentence.
So maybe it should be like.
Yeah, well, why don't we just do run on sentence?
Okay.
So we'll start it off with yesterday. You.
Yesterday.
You're doing a sentence now. You do the next word of the sentence.
Yesterday was
great.
To me.
What's that? It's like ending a sentence.
We.
Yeah, yesterday was great. And
We.
See?
Liked.
that
Thing.
Kind of.
Twas.
The night.
before nigga, if you don't say Christmas.
Yo, that should just be a Frank show, yo.
Ho, ho, ho.
Yo, the look he gave me when he said is crazy.
What, kind of?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, what? I liked it, kind of.
Nah, you gotta go back and watch the look. He's like, kind of. Like, yo, I can't reproduce that look ever if I try.
All right, we'll do one more and then we gotta end the show.
For real?
I mean, we don't have to, but
No, I know. City, when you coming back? Like you?
He's not coming back. He
lives
moved to
there.
Oakland.
Yeah.
He lives in Oakland.
Yeah.
He was just in Hawaii.
What?
Oakland? Like, damn.
He said, "What? What the hell?"
Stroke
I'm
equals
trying to
6:30.
You live in
The
Oakland.
hell?
Come back.
What?
Or to come visit.
You can only stroke at 6:30 p.m. or a.m.
Or you wake up early and stroke?
What the fuck?
Pause.
What time is it over there?
In Oakland?
4 hours
they're-
behind us.
Nah, they're 3. California is 3.
I thought it was 4.
Nah, it's 3.
Sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been there. I know.
I believe you. I just wanted to fuck around.
Roll up.
Up. Murder. Adapt me say, adapt me mean. This is just being
this-
Frank show.
I will say.
Like,
No,
share,
we'll save it for
subscribe.
next. I was
Oh,
gonna say
send
because
the
I know
code
about the
for-
Brazil scenario, but we'll save that for next show.
Oh, but talk about the trailer though.
It's funny as hell that you put Invincible season 2 on there because I literally just went back and watched Invincible. I just finished it, and I seen the Adam Eve shit.
You liked it?
Yeah.
Talking about Omni-Man? Talking about that Invincible?
Omni-Man.
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 Adam and Eve. You
that
liked
show-
Adam and Eve? Do you see it, like?
I thought it was dope.
No, I haven't watched Invincible yet.
You haven't watched Invincible?
That's why he was quiet.
I'm telling you, yo, listen. This
You've
is
shown me.
He's not interested. Look at his face. He's like, nah, well.
Cartoons don't do it for me, bro.
It's not cartoon.
The only it's animation. It's a cartoon.
It's a comic.
Animation and cartoons are two different
No,
things.
they're not.
This is an
Yes, they
anime.
are.
No, they're not.
No, I will say this.
Not in this
Listen,
case.
it's an animated comic.
I've seen it.
I know, but it's different than just your typical animation. It's
It didn't do it
animated,
for me, bro.
animated comic.
You didn't see when he...
Because you didn't.
I saw when he beat everybody and ripped them apart.
Yeah, but you
that
didn't
was
watch
just.
all
But that
that.
was just a fight, though. You didn't see what led up to that.
I'm not interested. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I
He
don't
don't
watch
know what-
cartoons.
So you're not an actual cartoon.
Stop saying
you're
it's
not
a
comic fan.
cartoon.
It's a cartoon.
It
It's
doesn't
not
matter.
live action. It's animated. It's a cartoon.
So but you're not
That's
into
not a
comics.
cartoon.
Spider-Verse is a cartoon. That's the only one I watch.
You're not really into
Spider-Verse is
comics.
not a cartoon.
I'm just saying.
No, I'll
That's
read
all
a
I'm saying.
comic.
No, you're not really into
I mean,
comics.
Because I don't like cartoons.
Yes.
Stop
Sorry.
saying cartoons.
No, I'll say yes because this is more like a graphic novel.
I know what it
cartoon.
is. I bought my son every single episode or every single issue. I
Right.
know.
So what
I'm familiar. I don't like it.
So if you're a really comic fan, you'd be all about that shit. 'Cause
I don't
especially
like
this
animation.
shit. This shit, yo.
It looks cool, sure, but I
Yeah,
don't
but
like animation.
You've seen panels of crazy
I've seen the
shit
cartoon
in,
as well.
in comics, but in this show, it's a whole different level.
I've seen the show, bro.
No, you've
There's
seen
people
the
that
scene.
don't watch.
No, I've sat back and
Animation
watched
that
the
watch.
Oh, this is just
episodes.
brand new information you're just interjecting into this argument. You had all that time to say you've seen the show.
I said
When
I don't like
no,
cartoons.
You said you've seen the scene. You've
No,
seen
I've
the
seen the
scene.
scene you showed
If
me,
you said
yes.
but if you from the Getty Up had said I've watched the show, I probably would have just stopped. and I
Okay,
would've-
then I'm sorry. I don't say I watched the show because I haven't seen enough of it to qualify as watching for me like that.
Yeah, you're
That's why I didn't say it.
You watched
like,
episodes?
like pieces of a couple episodes, and I didn't like it, and I
J.
didn't
Cole is
continue.
You're what we call a cocksucker.
Yeah, legit.
I'm just. Did you see the episode where he whooped a live action nigga's ass?
You know he's
Yo,
like.
what the fuck? Right.
This shit is hilarious.
You need to watch Baki. Baki's a good one.
Oh, Baki's crazy.
I won't
But-
even try
Why?
because it's animation.
My
they
my
whoop
son
ass.
loves One
I'm
Punch.
just
Great.
I'm just
Good
saying.
for
I
them.
just don't.
I want to see a movie.
I'm gonna
Yo,
see
you
a
are
movie.
hilarious.
Action movie?
A movie.
A movie.
You know they get away with more shit in animes and cartoons than they
I
do.
do.
with
They
anything
definitely do. Yeah, I've
Still
seen,
not interested.
I've just seen some crazy. So you didn't like the shit there in Kill Bill, the animated portions of those?
Kill Bill was dope.
I watched it because I like the movie.
Yo,
and
how
shit.
she became to be with her mom, with like the dude in the bed.
took
and
away
she's
your
underneath
childhood?
this.
Nobody did. I loved cartoons as a kid, but I grew up.
But you grew
It's
up.
not.
Don't
a
be
cartoon.
insultive. That's beneath you.
Like I literally know
That's beneath
people
you,
that are
okay?
not-
No, that's what happened to me. I grew up and stopped watching cartoons.
Right.
It's
they
not
took
a
the belt to you.
cartoon.
You know what I mean?
No, I'm not saying like because you
Stop
watch
saying
cartoons
that.
are immature.
I lost
think-
my cartoons
I think,
at 9.
I think
This is not. This is not Yogi Bear.
when things stop being a cartoon.
It all
it's
started
kids
when I
can't
stopped
watch
watching
it.
cartoons.
Like
is
that's
not-
when
They
things stop
beat
being a
me.
cartoon.
Like the Jetsons is a cartoon. This
Yeah.
is not a.
If it's animated, it's a cartoon.
no, it's not.
Why is it not?
Would you
Porky
like to-
Pig walked out of my.
That's all.
That's all.
If it's not suitable for kids to watch, it's
Cartoons
no longer a
are
cartoon.
It's a
animated.
graphic cartoon now, but it's still a cartoon.
Yeah, it's an adult cartoon.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Still
so
a
you don't
cartoon.
like? So you don't like Robot Chicken?
Hell, fucking no. What?
That sound
How
like you
could
had some-
you?
That sound like you
The
had some
dude that ends up
personal-
knowing all these facts. Whenever we're talking about
terrible.
shit, not like something that's on the brainwave of fucking
He doesn't like
Robot
Dave
Chicken.
Chappelle. So this all
Yeah.
explains it.
I like Chappelle as a person. I just don't.
I just don't
think
get
his
it.
Shows
You're
are
a
funny.
walking fucking paradox. Like it just
you.
astounds me.
Thank you.
Literally.
Yeah, dude. Doesn't think Nas is a lyricist. Like that's the level.
I
we're on.
Ben took that back.
You're like you're
all
a
right?
collection of goodies.
Right.
I Ben took
this
that
is
back.
why you know he's white. Like, there's no-
You just go home and go to bed at night. You're like, this is.
Nas ain't a lyricist. Dave
Oh my
Chappelle's
God.
not funny.
Yo, you can't keep holding
Invincible-
that against me.
he
I
don't
said
like
I'd
the
take that back,
chocolate
yo.
chips and cookies. cookies.
It's all right.
He said that?
Actually.
Oh, I was about to say this is
Oatmeal raisin.
No,
I'm
actually,
that guy.
actually, I like my soft cookies. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
All right, you're
I
not
like
alone.
my
A lot of
cookies
people
soft.
I like chocolate chip cookies, but they gotta be soft.
Imagine it was a camera going on at gang members, and it goes to one. He goes, "I like my cookies soft." Yeah.
That would be funny as fuck.
He's got a tattoo on.
But
He's like Tom's out.
But check it out. Like, go over his list of craziness.
Little Debbie, what up?
Look, Dave Chappelle's not
my
funny.
ho-ho.
Nas ain't a lyricist. Invincible's a
stop
cartoon.
saying that Nas shit, bro.
Doesn't
I took
like
that
black
shit back.
people.
Doesn't like
What
black
the
people.
fuck? Yo, you better delete all this. You better edit all this out.
Get
You
Rose
didn't, you didn't say that?
Nope. No, I never said that.
Wait, you didn't say that?
No, it's all right. You're not by yourself. A lot
You
of people
said
have a lot of
OJ
crazy
did
shit
it.
to say.
Nate said it. You're not by yourself. A lot of people don't like black people.
Facts.
I just don't like people.
That's fair.
That's something a racist would say.
Like,
Quick
period.
fast.
All right, MAGA.
MAGA man.
MAGA man.
Yo, did you see the new
What's the
Transformers?
deal, my MAGA?
Oh, so did you see the Gen V trailer?
Oh, is that how they can do it? Instead of brother, they can say, "What up, my MAGA?"
What's Gen V?
Gen V is a spinoff from The Boys.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It's like
I
the
saw an
slightly
ad for it.
It's for
See,
the
The Boys is
slightly
fire.
younger crowd.
But if it was animated,
it's
I would.
still-
Oh, you feel like it's younger? I feel like it looked.
It's got a little bit of a younger undertone, but
It
it's
does-
still. It looks like it's going to
So if
be
they
as
threw a
brutal.
little
Yeah.
color on it, you wouldn't watch
Yeah, you know what?
It
We'll
looked like-
watch that before we go.
It looked like it was produced well. Like it's
doesn't-
it's got like a
I just
different.
don't
It
watch
definitely has a
cartoons.
different tone.
I get it, but like what? They threw a little color on The Boys, you just wouldn't watch it.
The Boys is fire, but as soon as it would have became
I think this is
cartoon,
gonna.
would've
I
stopped
think this is
watching.
gonna be better.
As soon as they threw a little splash of,
I don't know.
No, I'm
So
like,
I was
I'd watch
wondering-
it to get through it.
I was like,
to
yo, is this
other
about
shit.
vampires?
Yeah.
It's not a
And
cartoon.
then I seen the boys shit, and I was like, yo, this is about with the boys universe.
I watch more like anime and cartoons because
They're not gonna
the
flag
shit
you?
they get away with because it's all really is.
Hero.
We'll pause it like every couple of seconds or something.
About glory.
Then you got Homelander, Omni-Man, and Peacemaker in Mortal Kombat.
You want to hear something funny? I love Family Guy though,
Welcome to good.
and that's a cartoon.
That's a super.
That's a cartoon.
Mhm.
Yeah, it is
And I think it's
definitely.
hilarious.
That's a super cartoon.
I think it's absolutely, but it's the only one I watch.
Yeah, Family Guy is funny. as
Because
hell.
they get away with
Look,
a lot of shit.
It's funny as fuck.
Since 1965.
this is Gen V.
Godolphin is a safe space for you to thrive.
I don't want to get. Well, fuck it anyways, whatever. Look at that shit. Yeah, dude. That's why I thought at first it was like a fucking vampire shit, dude.
Marie Moreau, you could be the first top-ranked freshman.
Top-ranked freshman.
I think you meant to say first black.
Why do you think this is for a younger crowd?
He said that. I don't feel like it is.
It's a younger crew right off the bat. Like they're in
Yeah,
this
but it might be
academy.
just as bloody and
It is,
raunchy.
actually.
No, I didn't say it wasn't.
It
I'm
is.
just saying it still has.
When you said for a younger crowd, I took it like
no,
less
no,
gory.
I didn't
and
say
shit.
for a younger crowd. I said as a younger undertone to it.
Oh, I misunderstood you.
Like they're students.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I misunderstood.
It gets dark quick though.
And, oh yeah, but anytime you have something that's going to be like you're going to have the kids that are at this level also be able to kind of relate to it. You know what I'm saying? To at least a degree.
I see what you're saying.
Damn, did she just do the Mysterio shit?
Yeah, yo, shit. But the only shit with her is I'm pausing it purposely just to try and avoid getting flagged. We'll see what happens. No, I think the only difference with her is like she will stay in like and keep bouncing to multiple people rather than just staying in one form. At least that's what I think someone noticed. I don't know if it's fact. Yeah, that's it.
There are dangerous, evil people at that school.
This definitely looks like it's gonna be. Oh shit!
Shit.
You seen that shit? That shit was crazy. Yeah, this shit's definitely on some different level. See, that's why I like Invincible though, because it's on this level. That's the crazy shit. Oh shit. The fuck? Oh, was that still the chick?
You see that?
I don't know. To me, it looks like they're doing all the same shit they do in Invincible.
Yeah, but you don't watch Invincible.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you don't even.
No, but what I'm trying to say is what I have seen of it looks like it's along these lines. So why couldn't they just make it live action?
Because it's dope that it's a cartoon.
No, that's what makes it not dope.
Nah, because
It
cartoons
would be
don't
so much
usually
better
do
as
that.
You know what it
live
is too?
action.
Maybe we also appreciate it because we're artists as well.
Probably.
You know what I'm
There you
saying?
go. That could be it.
And
I'm
cartoons,
not an artist.
Not saying you
and
have to be an artist.
Right. No, but I'm saying I don't have.
But
that. I don't
usually,
share that.
but usually to get the way they're drawn, to get usually artwork that's drawn like that, you don't get it brutal like that.
So this is the shit. He's
But
not
this
an
is
anime
brutal.
fan.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't even like anime?
No.
Yeah. So he would never. I can. It amazes me that you don't like.
The only
I
anime
can't say I
I've
like
ever
all
watched,
anime, but
I tried watching. What did I try watching? I watched Ninja Scroll and I loved it,
Ninja Scroll's dope.
and that's it.
Yep.
Ninja Scroll's.
I
is
mean,
dope
I don't
as
have
shit. That's,
many animes
like,
under my
all-time
belt,
favorite.
but I like anime. I got like
That's
5
and
or
I've
6.
watched the Spider-Verse
Yeah.
ones, obviously, and a shitload of Family Guy.
Yeah,
But that's it. And Simpsons.
I watch any. I like the Castlevania shit. It was
I haven't
dope as
watched
shit.
that. Did you watch the robot shit on Netflix? The Love Robot.
I watched all that.
Strictly because it's animated. I didn't even give it a shot.
See that's the anime. Like I love art, dude. Like when
See,
I
that
see
was
fire.
when I see CGI done so dopely, dude. Like I fucking go.
But I love CGI.
No, they had
No, but
animation.
I love like Transformers and shit like that. Like I love that.
No, but
shit.
check it. They had
because to me it's real.
They
Now.
had
It looks real.
But listen, they had anime.
That's
There's
what-
every
that's what
episode
love-
is different.
Yeah.
Like the Final Fantasy movies.
Yeah,
that
like
look
that.
real. I like those.
They have that. in
Yeah,
Love, Death.
that's
Okay, then
Love,
that I
Death,
would
and
watch.
Robots.
Each episode is a different.
Those
type
aren't
of-
cartoons to me.
Listen to me. Each episode is a stylized differently.
It's like from a different person.
Well, I'd be willing to look at it, but anything that looks like a cartoon is a cartoon.
What
to me, and I'm
episode's
not
your
fucking with
favorite?
it. Except Family
You know which
Guy.
one I like? I like the one where the dude can't like it doesn't die. Like he grows his shit back and whatnot. That might be. Is that season 1 or is that season 2?
So I like the one where the alien had him in his mind.
Oh, yeah.
He was living in his mind, and the whole time he's like in a whatever, and she's just drawing from him, sucking his life force.
Yeah.
I like
The
that
chick
one.
on
I
the
like,
spaceship
yeah.
too.
I
That
like
was
the
dope.
giant.
Oh yeah.
I think that was like in the second.
Oh, and I watched What If.
Dude, remember he gets his arm cut off? You don't remember that?
You did
Marvel's
watch
on
What
the
If.
alien planet.
What If was absolute flames.
Yeah,
I loved
that-
it.
that's Invincible.
That's literally
I
invincible.
think I loved it
except
because
to
it's
the
Marvel.
next degree.
I think I liked it because it's Marvel. To be honest with you.
I'll give y'all. a
You
good
don't know
anime
what
to
you're
watch.
missing with
I will say the What If art style to me is a little bit better than Invincible.
fully.
But I'll give y'all a good thing to watch. Just because this is right for y'all. So go on Netflix. If you've never seen the show.
Yeah,
go
no, I'm
watch,
not watching it.
Go watch Inside Job.
I've actually heard about that.
It's right. It's for y'all.
You know what else was good?
It's a
Fubar, actually.
Was it?
Fubar was actually pretty
Fubar?
good.
It's such a stupid.
It's so stupid.
What is
but
it?
Nah.
It's Arnold Schwarzenegger's TV show on
I wanted
Netflix.
to
Nah, but
see
Fubar.
that.
It's actually pretty good. I enjoyed it.
But Inside Job is it's a
feel like I
conspiracy
might have
theory show. That's what it is. It's 100%.
feel
Every
like I've
episode
seen
is
that
conspiracy theory.
I feel like I have.
One
too.
after the next. Every episode is about some conspiracy.
I
theory.
swear, I'll bet you I'd go home and look it up, and it says "watch next episode" or something. I swear, I've looked at that.
Probably.
Yeah, I
The
fell
name
asleep to
Inside
that.
Job looks
It's new?
crazy.
Nah, it's been
Sounds
out for
crazy
a little
familiar,
bit, but if you watch this, it definitely be everything that. But it's just animated, so they get away with a little bit more when it's animated. But the show, I think they have 2 or 3 seasons, but every
Y'all,
it's crazy.
we got to wrap this show up. Y'all trying to get y'all asses beat and some shit before y'all bounce or what?
What
Try
time?
and catch some
I'm at-
L's.
I'm with
It's
it.
10:15.
Yeah, I beat you up.
All right, we about to actually. We're gonna turn on my shit though. We're gonna use my controllers.
Because your controllers suck.
No, we're gonna see how you fucking feel.
Right.
And I brought a whole controller with me today, an extra
Did
one,
you?
a fight pad and all that.
Fight pad.
Damn. All right, we ended this bitch. We'll be back next week though. Next week, I think we do have a guest, but we'll announce that shit. Okay. Just to make sure everything's.
I am the
in chain.
guest.
No,
It might be
Yeah,
a
yeah,
guest
yeah.
when he's did this shit.
We gotta take a picture though.
Oh, we gotta say cheese.
Yeah, I need something for the cover. No, I need it for the cover though. Still. Let's do this shit.
Oh, hold up.
Let me put that this way. Y'all ready? That's not what we're using.
You did that shit.
I think I looked down.
All right. We'll take one more.
Wait,
just in
hold on.
case.
Do one more. Bro.
Yeah.
I'm definitely using that first one though, probably.
There we go.
All right.
Try it again. 3, 2, 1, and there we go. All right.
We out this bitch. Be back next Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Like, subscribe, go to marvichamedia.com. All that shit. I'm about to redo. I'm gonna redo the site. Yeah, I think I'm gonna redo the website. You know, maybe make it so there's news going up on there all the time, with just reasons for y'all to constantly be a part of that shit. All right. So we'll see y'all then. We love y'all. Bye, motherfuckers.
You know that right. No, niggas don't flow that nice. I talk about it cause I know that life. You want make a bitch please. You know that type. I tell her put it in my pocket. You know that right. We ain't even gotta go there, right? So we ain't even gotta go there, right? Y'all pick the fine time and try to throw salt in the game. Sitting back, hating on the sidelines. It's a fine line between love and hate. Rap is a dirty business, so I mind mine. Ever since G-Ice went prime time, every nigga spitting in his wing, wanna high five. Niggas baby mamas wanna sit aside time. Get a babysitter for the night and slide by. I'm hot now, jump offs, wanna skydive. I break them off, then I'm gone when I got mine. All of a sudden tough guys wanna ride by. Ice drilling me like they going do a drive-by. 50 got shot 9 times. Now every rapper with a vest be thinking he got 9 lives. Mine's is the only rules I survive by. The G and the G code is the guidelines. 4, 5, 6 when I throw that dice. Chris fit, throwback mics, ice clean, but you know that right. No, niggas don't flow that nice. I talk about it cause I know that life. You want bigger bitch please, you know that type. I tell her pimp me, put it in my pocket, you know that right. We ain't even gotta go there, right? So we ain't even gotta go there, right? Right. You niggas must not like yourself. Do yourself a favor, shut the fuck up for you indict yourself. Said I wouldn't make it, now you want ISIS help. Rappers got security now, that's the price of wealth. Suckers thought ice fell off, look at me now. You can't name a nigga, spin fucking with me now. While I was on that player shit, still in Biggie style. I trained in the cold rain, ran 50 miles. Hoes wanna know what's up, cause they miss me now. My name ringing in the streets like a 50 cal. Execs wanna make deals, have shit me down. Niggas calling me like ice, can you put me down? They wanna put me on a song, rap with me now. When I was down, they was talking about a nigga foul. So am I going for telling these suckers if they want 16 bars, I'ma need 50 down. 4, 5, 6 when I throw that dice. Chris fit, throwback mics, ice clean, but you know that right. No, niggas don't flow that nice. I talk about it cause I know that life. You want bigger bitch please, you know that type. I tell her pimp me, put it in my pocket, you know that right. We ain't even gotta go there, right? So we ain't even gotta go there, right? Right.